question to the foul line. Up and under. Gun. Got it. Here's the lob to Allen Houston.
The first 7 years of the last decade were terribly good to the Los Angeles Lakers. 5 conference titles and 3 world championships and 75% winning basketball. But the last 3, well, they're below 500. And the best they've done is 8 out west. The Pistons, in the first 7 of the last 10, won 3 conference crowns and those back-to-back championships and played about 65% basketball. In the last 3, well, they've lost 138 and won just 108. The best finish, 5th in the East and a first-round exit. Tonight, these 2 teams who dominated in the 80s and are rebuilding in the 90s, lock horns in the season opener at the Palace. Live from the Palace of Auburn Hills, it's the Lakers and the Pistons. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting season of NBA basketball. George Blaha along with Kelly Tripucka at a sold-out Palace. Nice to see all this excitement here, Kelly. Going to be a great year, I think.
I'm looking forward to it, George. It's going to be an exciting year, and it's a good way to start off the season.
Well, it's great to have the Lakers in. As we mentioned a moment ago, they were so dominant in the 80s. They're rebuilding now. The Lakers rebuilding, and they have a new coach, Del Harris, as they bring in all these players in the last 2 seasons, 7 to be exact, and with those many players coming in, they probably needed a sound, experienced coach, and they got one in Del Harris. 9 years now in the NBA. They brought in one heck of a small forward, too, Cedric Ceballos, who runs out with the best of them. Kind of reminds me of Kelly Tripucka. Can he ever score on the break?
Well, he's a very exciting player, and I think he's the key to this team. They brought him in here for a reason, George, and that's to score points. They've got young guards that can run. He can run with them. If he gets out in the break, he's very dangerous.
Well, let's talk about the rookie that they took, number 10 overall in the draft. He looks to be, at least by preseason expectations anyway, and preseason reality, to be perhaps better than a 10th pick overall in the draft. The kid can shoot it, and the kid can sky, and he can jam. And let's talk about Nick Van Exel, their point guard, a guy you loved coming out of college last year, and you were right.
Well, he's very exciting, George. He's got the mentality, a tough mentality for a point guard. Likes to take it inside, will run the break. Has not a great shooter, but will take the three-point shot if you can figure that out. He's not afraid to take it to the basket. You won't see a great shooting percentage, but he's a threat every time he steps on the court, and he's a threat to score every time he has the ball.
All right, on the Piston side of the ledger, hey, they're rebuilding too. 7 new faces from last season, and one of them is the great Grant Hill, the rookie from Duke, and a lot of people in this building are getting a chance for the first time to see him in an NBA regular season game. Could be thrilling.
Well, he's a very thrilling player, and that's why I think these 20-some-odd thousand people are here to see Grant Hill, not just the Pistons.
You still have Terry Mills, and of course you still have the great Joe Dumars too in Piston Blue tonight. Back in a moment for more of the season opening festivities at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network.
Familiar as blue jeans, Hollywood chase scenes, as timeless as pop flies, and you know who's blue eyes. It's always been true. This
Just for you, a taste you'll find in no other beer at any price. Beechwood Aged Budweiser.
It's always been true.
At Bell Tire's American Car Care Centers, we'll beat any deal, or it's free. Even name brands like Kelly. And now's the time to register to win your chance to meet the Detroit Pistons, only at Bell Tire's American Car Care Centers.
What this woman says on TV is not true, but this woman is sworn to the truth.
So help me God. I was a juror in this case. I saw the evidence. He was drinking. He killed Jody. We convicted him, and now he's suing Jody's parents from prison. Shame on anyone who says this didn't happen. And shame on the trial lawyers for paying for those misleading ads.
Stop those who cause accidents from suing. Yes on Proposal C.
Back live at the Palace, and now a terrific opening night. Laser light spectacular for the faithful.
You've got to move it, feel the temperature into the rhythm. Let the fire burn, so get into the stress. This is the rhythm of the tribal, that's the tribal,
What a show at the Palace on opening night. This is the Pistons Television Network.
Taco Bell introduces the new Big Fill menu. 5 ways to fill up for under $1. 3 go for a half pound. Like the fully loaded 7-layer burrito, the hearty Rancho Steak Burrito. And for a limited time, the popular Taco Bell Burrito Supreme, regularly $1.49, is only 99 cents. 5 big values. The new Taco Bell Big Fill menu. It satisfies everything except wimpy appetites. Cross the border.
Good afternoon, Blue Cross and Blue Shield. This is Barb Warner. May I help you?
I have to listen. I have to help people. That's me. That's Barb. Service is caring. I think those 2 words go together. And to give good service, you need to care. You have to. That comes from within. And I do see that with all the people that I work with. I see that throughout the company. People care.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Nothing else comes close.
Public address announcer Jack Zagrodzky now introducing all the Piston coaches and players to the crowd here on opening night. And some of them, of course, all the new faces, need an introduction. First man out, the boss, Don Chaney.
The head athletic trainer. In his 3rd season from Arkansas, Oliver Miller. In his 4th season from Syracuse, Raphael Edison. In his 4th season from Temple, Mark Metcalf. Wyoming, Eric Lechner. In his 9th season from Duke, Johnny Dawkins. In his first season from Boston College, Bill Curley. Season from Tennessee, Alan Juska. And now, here are your starters. At one of the forwards, in his first season from Duke, Brad Hill. Their forward in his 5th season from Michigan, Terry Moon. At center in his 12th season from Old Dominion, Mark West. At one of the guards in his 2nd season from Jackson State, Lindsey Hooder. And at the other guard in his 10th season from McNeese State, your captain, Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Detroit Pistons! And we salute you, the fans, with 10,000 NBA trading cards.
I'm pumped, I'll tell you. Back in a moment for some action here on the Pistons Television Network.
Class! Attention, class! Say hello to Professor Hardaway. I'm going to teach y'all some skills.
When I finish basketball,
Today's lesson is taking it to the
I'm gonna be a teacher.
Better take notes now, because I'm about to break y'all off something.
I know I'm qualified. Because every night, I take 5 guys to school. Class dismissed, baby. Yeah.
Who says a good old-fashioned meal takes hours of work? Not West Virginia brand. Our hams are ready to eat, straight from the package or the microwave. And they're not water added, for more luscious flavor in every slice. So if you want to make short work of dinner, make West Virginia ham. Try all our delicious hams, bacon, and sausages.
You know, I was expecting big savings when I switched from AT&T.
Not to worry, today I've got an even better plan for your business with even bigger savings.
Maybe this time I should check that out by calling this number here.
Not sure about those big savings? For the facts, call 1-800-COMPARE, and AT&T will guarantee you competitive long-distance prices.
Let me get you another coffee.
Right after I call 1-800-COMPARE.
1-800-COMPARE, the number other long-distance companies don't want you to call.
Phone's dead.
How strange.
AT&T, for the life of your business.
Pistons basketball is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for a crisp, clean, classic taste. The new Dodge, a division of the Chrysler Corporation. Your local 786 dealers who invite you to go with the spirit of 786. Kelly Tires, a good deal on a great tire. First of America, a proud sponsor of the Detroit Pistons Stay in School program. Dunham's, our big names bring you in. Our guaranteed prices bring you back. Buddies, we'll keep making it fresh. You keep making us #1. The Detroit News. Catch tonight's game details in tomorrow's Super Detroit News Sports section. Rallies. Stop at Rallies and try our Rally Burger for only 89 cents. You'll be glad you stopped at the right place. And by Builders Square, we'll get you squared away.
Now let's look at tonight's starting lineups as the Pistons open the season against the Los Angeles Lakers. The guys from LA go with Cedric Ceballos at one of the forward spots. Tough George Lynch on the other side. Vlade Divac in the middle. Well, he's a do-it-all 7-1er. I'll tell you that. The flashy rookie Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel in the backcourt for Del Harris in his first year as Laker coach, 10th year now in the league. The Pistons open the 94-95 regular season with rookie sensation Grant Hill up front with Terry Mills. And Mark West off an excellent preseason. In the backcourt, Lindsey Hunter at point guard, and the captain, Joe Dumars, joins Lindsey in Don Chaney's backcourt. It'd be great to get this one off on the right foot for Don Chaney, Kelly Tripucka. What would you go to for the keys to winning?
Well, a couple of things. Talking to Don Chaney before the game, you know, he's nervous just like he was as a player. He said a little more this year than other years. But number one, Pistons are going to have to rebound. I think they can rebound against this team. Lakers not a strong rebounding team, not a lot of size. Pistons should want to dominate in this area. The second thing tonight, patience and execution. Another detail from the Laker team is they do not create a lot of turnovers. Not a great defensive team. If the Pistons are patient, run their offense, get some touches on the ball, and get good shots, it's going to help their offense tremendously. And the last thing, it's opening night. Crowd's here. They're all here to see Grant Hill. They're all here to see the Pistons get off to a good start. When you're on the court, have fun. Don't let the nerves get to you. After the first couple minutes, relax and enjoy yourself.
The keys to winning from KT, brought to you by Michigan National Bank. There's the tri-captain of Dream Team 2, Joe Dumars, off a very nice preseason. He's ready to go. In the preseason, he averaged 20.4, exactly what he averaged last regular season, 20.4. Terry Mills, 12 pounds lighter, had a solid preseason. The numbers you don't see there, and you can't really put into numbers, the defense T. Mills played and is playing day after day in practice and night after night in games. There he is, trimmed down at 258 and ready to fly, Terry Mills.
Well, I think all the boys in here, 10 of them on the floor, are ready to fly. Opening night's a special night. And let's get it on for real.
The officials, Dick Pavetta, Terry Durham, and Ken Bauer.
Good crew. Excellent crew.
Vlade Divac and Mark West will jump it up. And the regular season's underway. Pistons would love to get Grant Hill an early dunk to get rid of whatever butterflies the rookie may have. Terry Mills posting. Top side to Joe. 8 in the clock for Lindsey Hunter's triple try. Off the heel. Grant Hill with a great bound. Terry Mills short on the shot. Grant Hill up and off the rack too. Down it comes to the rookie.
And George, that's just all nerves right there.
From the lane, George Lynch drains it for the Lakers.
And there's someone Don Chaney was afraid of tonight. If anybody on the Lakers, he felt, why such a small guy able to rebound so well?
Here's an early Piston whistle, an offensive foul. Says Terry Durham on Mark West.
Back to George Lynch. It's about 6'5", George, but he goes to the offensive boards and rebounds very well for his size.
There is Nick Van Exel against Lindsey Hunter. Vlade Divac flies to the hoop. Great looking reverse by Vlade Divac.
Well, Vlade's really improved as the seasons have gone along. Tough guy, does it all, like you said, George, and their evidence, nice move.
Grant Hill lays it off. Mark West couldn't get the jam down, but there's a reason. The whistle blows on LA. It is on George Lynch.
Well, the foul was called from outside by Terry Durham. Ken Maurer underneath didn't call anything. You see the drop-off pass. Mark West gets it, and he got a piece of the arm, and that caused him to miss the easy slam.
Mark West at the line, shoot.
A little foggy in here tonight, George, after all the fireworks.
It is almost eerie out here. Pistons in their 7th season at the Palace. Glad to have Mark West around to help out. Look at those preseason numbers.
Well, if he can put up those type of numbers during the regular season, that's a huge plus for this Detroit Piston team.
He gets 1 for 2. Lakers by 3. Van Exel against Lindsey Hunter. Van Exel on the drive. Lays it up and in lefty, and it's 6-1 LA.
That's where he's at his best, getting to the lane. No help that time from the Pistons. Too easy.
10.5 to play in the first. Pistons trail by 5. This is the opener against the Lakers from the Palace. Joe gets it blocked by the rookie, Eddie Jones, in the corner.
He must have not know who Joe Dumars is.
That's how you like rookies to play.
You see the defense from the young fellow, the rookie, hand right in Joe's face. Maybe he didn't know he had such long arms.
Beat out Tony Smith and Anthony Peeler to start it off guard for the Lakers, and that's the first rookie to start it off guard for the Lakers since 1960, and Jerry West. Lakers lead this series, by the way, big time. Joe from the corner, short with it. Eddie Jones with a rebound. Eddie Jones 6'6" out of Temple.
He can hit that shot.
Thought he missed that one. Grant Hill digs it out for the Pistons. Here he comes against Lynch. Terry Mills over Divac. He hits it. Pistons get their first hoop.
And that's where they should be
94-95.
working on the inside that time. Pistons want to look inside. They have a height advantage all night long.
Vlade Divac against West. Van Exel gives it back. Divac with a hook. Off the heel to Grant Hill. 4 rebounds for Grant Hill already in less than 3 minutes. All the way to the rim, up lefty, and off the heel to Lynch. Eddie Jones, stop and go. Finger roll, blocked, but a foul. Terry Mills with his first, followed by Dick Bavetta.
And that's a beautiful move, George, coming in here against Terry Mills. A little up and under here. Goes one way, comes back underneath him, and draws the foul. Looking pretty smooth for a young rookie.
Great looking finger roll.
He's a lot like Grant Hill in terms of body. Maybe not as tall as Grant Hill. Probably a better outside shooter, but nonetheless an exciting, lanky, slashing type player.
Del Harris has to love him. Get a rookie with this kind of potential, and some of it's already realized. He drops 2. The Lakers lead 8-3. Grant Hill looking for his first NBA points. Joe D breaking down Jones, backs him inside, draws the foul. The rookie says, who, me? Well, you understand something, young fella. You are checking Joe Dumars.
Yeah, he'll find out as the season goes along. He'll get a lot more calls like that, but they're going to try to work on the young rookie right away against the veteran Dumars.
Lindsey Hunter inside. Vlade Divac with a block. Sabalos on the run. Van Exel finishes with a flourish and a foul.
And that's the young Laker team, George. Like to get out and run. Young, fresh legs, running a break. and shoving it down your throat.
The Lakers on the break. And the Pistons call timeout. Just under 9 to play in the first. LA by 7 on the Pistons television network.
As cool as your rag top and favorite hot spots. It's something with hometowns and everyone's class clown. It's always been true. This Bud's for you.
Just for you. A taste you'll find in no other beer at any price. Beechwood Aged Budweiser.
It's always been true.
Oldies 104.3 WOMC, the station you sing along to.
You know that I love you.
Oldies 104.3 WOMC. Come on, you know the words.
Of the night. Yeah.
Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda.
At home, at work, or in your car, sing along with Detroit's Oldies station, Oldies 104.3 WOMC.
You can always spot a neighborhood with pride. Maybe it's a little cleaner, a little nicer place to be. All because somebody cared enough to make it that way. Like your neighborhood 76 station. Here, every gasoline is specially formulated to keep your engine clean and running smooth. We're rather proud of that. 76. Go with the spirit.
The crust of the planet Mercury is 700 miles thick and is tasteless. The crust of a Buddy's pizza is 1.5 inches thick and is irresistible. It's your choice. Buddy's. We'll keep making it fresh. You keep making us #1. Plus, look, 10 convenient locations.
All of us with the Pistons would like to wish a speedy recovery to Michael Dobeck, nephew of Piston publicist Matt Dobeck. Little Michael had some 6 hours of surgery Wednesday. He's recovering at Ann Arbor's Mott Hospital. Get well soon, Michael, so we can get you out to one of these Piston home games very, very soon. Van Exel finishes with the free throw. It's now 11-3 Lakers. Gary Mills.
That was a takedown.
Tangled up with Ceballos. Shot clock at 8. Lindsey Hunter splits the defense. Misses on the scoop. Ceballos, the leading Laker rebounder in preseason with the outlet to Lynch. That's Van Exel.
Pistons have gotten some good looks, just nothing converting.
Nice swipe by Grant Hill. Here he comes. Flying to the rim. Batted away by Lynch. Picked up by Lindsey. Plenty on the clock. Sets up Hill with a baseline pop short. Some nerves out there for the Pistons right now. On the run. Lynch misses. Harry Mills the other way. Grant Hill taking it inside. Hits the finger roll. He's in the book. His first 2 NBA points.
Well, that's one way to get it there, George. When in doubt, Pistons missing the long ones. Take it at the rim.
Four boards and a steal for Grant Hill along with that deuce. It's 11-5 LA. Van Exel against Lindsey Hunter. Ceballos off the high glass. Bad look and miss on the hook. Terry Mills thinking about the three-point gun. Got it! Pistons have scored 5 in a row. They're back within 3.
And George, that extra bounce gave him a chance to set his feet and get his shoulders square. Nice job.
Vlade Divac missed the running hook. The outlet. Saved by Van Exel, but Joe D's there. Pistons 2 on 3. And they'll set up. Grant Hill, good cut and jam. Grant Hill's first NBA dunk makes it a 1-point game.
Well, they had the numbers game that time. I think both teams a little tired right now. Hill got the best of them that time. Finished strong.
Van Exel on the drive, drew the foul. Lindsey Hunter got him.
Detroit's Lindsey Hunter, that's his first, the team's third.
And we'll get a look at the first one, folks. You might remember this a long time from now. Grant Hill's first bucket right at Divac. A little finger roll. And then the last one down, Lindsay finds him underneath the basket, goes up against the big man and flushes.
The Hunter foul puts Van Exel on the line. The first one falls. So does the second. 7 for Nick Van Exel. Lakers by 3, 13-10.
A little pressure, half-court pressure from the Lakers. Trying to trap and double team as much as possible.
Jones all over Joe D. Terry Mills with a fake and go. Hung on the iron, wouldn't fall.
Boy, that's too bad. That's a pro move right there, folks, if I've ever seen one. He had Vlade going out the back door, just couldn't convert.
Lakers up 3 and with it. That's the rookie, Eddie Jones. George Lynch backs down, forces baseline. Mills got a piece of it. Mark West pulls it away for Lindsay. The pull-up gun. Off the heel. Grant Hill delivers to Joe and gets it back. Terry Mills for 3 more. He hit it with a little help from the high glass.
Touch it up, George. They don't respect him out there, George. That's 2 in a row. George Lynch or Ceballos have not come out to challenge him. And that shorter line, remember, folks, a step and a half in makes it a lot easier.
And a turnover on the Lakers as the Pistons have tied the score.
And here's that move I was talking about before. Watch Vlade. Where is he? Great move. Couldn't get the roll, nonetheless.
Pick and roll, Grant Hill and Terry. The slash, the jam! The Pistons lead on the Grant Hill dunk. 15-13.
When you play Grant Hill in a pick and roll, you better show. If you don't show, he's going to show you.
Van Exel for Ceballos. He rips the net. Pistons run out. Joe for 3. Ceballos pulls it down.
Ceballos making that last jump shot. That's not his forte. He's more of a slasher and a driver and someone on the break.
Van Exel triples for the Lakers.
He's dangerous, folks. He can get it going from out there. Not a terrific shooter, more of a scorer than a shooter. But if he gets hot, he can stick 2, 3, or 4 in a row.
Well, he has 10 of the Lakers' 18. Lindsey Hunter hooks on the run, hit it and drew the foul. George Lynch got him.
Right now, the Lakers are having problems on the pick and roll. And you'll get a look at to why. A little screen here. Vlade doesn't help. Van Exel quits on it, George. Leaves his big man up to hang out to dry, more or less. The foul and the bucket.
Our game brought to you in part by your local 76 dealers who invite you to go with the spirit of 76.
Los Angeles.
Lakers want time. They lead 18-17, 4-17 to play in the first. This is the Pistons Television Network.
Taco Bell introduces the new Big Fill menu. 5 ways to fill up for under $1. 3 over a half pound. Like the fully loaded 7-layer burrito. The hearty Rancho Steak Burrito. And for a limited time, the popular Taco Bell Burrito Supreme, regularly $1.49, is only 99 cents. 5 big values. The new Taco Bell Big Fill menu. It satisfies everything except wimpy appetites. Cross the border.
Overall, it's the most powerful line of trucks on the planet. A line of trucks built by people who look at things a little differently. From the company that puts an airbag in every single one. A line of trucks that, from one end to the other, simply refuses to follow the rules. At America's Truck Stop, the new Dodge.
Our business is a business of opinions. And when people call us, they ask our opinion as to which company would best serve their needs and which company they can depend on the most. It's real simple. Our opinion is Blue Cross. Our agency has a philosophy. We always recommend people buy what we buy with our own dollars. And we buy Blue Cross because it works and we feel it's the best value. There are no surprises.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Nothing else comes close.
Pistons basketball is brought to you in part by Taco Bell. Introducing the new half-pound Rancho Steak Burrito, Cross the Border. Blue Cross Blue Shield, which offers PPO, managed traditional HMO, and point-of-service coverage. AT&T, the official telecommunications company of the NBA. And by your Sprite bottler. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst, Sprite.
Here's a play that's become commonplace around the league. A little screen and roll, and with Grant Hill running it, if he gets over the screen, there's no help. Watch out, and you'll see him take off. Good night, folks. That's strong.
Grant Hill with 6 points and 5 boards. Eldon Campbell checks in for Lynch for the Lakers. Van Exel from the corner. Another three-point gun that goes. 13 here in the first for Nick Van Exel. It's 21-17 Lakers. Terry Mills with the back down on Divac. Vlade with a piece of it for Sabalos. Here's Vlade. And contact. Grant Hill has picked up his second. Do we have a plan for you? It's the Pistons mini-season ticket plan. For a limited time, purchase 11 games for the price of 10 for as little as $149. Salespeople are on duty tonight. Call 810-377-0100. And you still have time to pick up those Pistons 4-packs, unique ticket packages just in time for the holidays for a limited time. Purchase 3 games in a plan to get the 4th game free. Salespeople are on duty. Call 377-0100. Raphael Addison for Grant Hill has picked up the 2 fouls. Divac makes twice. Lakers by 6.
Right now, the Lakers have come in with a bigger team. Eldon Campbell in the game. Try to match up size-wise against the taller Pistons.
West against Campbell. Terry Mills drives Divac, and Vlade slaps it away out of bounds from behind.
And that's where Terry might be better off taking Vlade outside, George. I think he's quicker. You can get around him. That time it didn't work, but look for that matchup.
Screen by West from Mills, who rips the net. Nice inbound play. 10 for Terry. The Pistons are back within 4. Divac against West. Eddie Jones against Joe. Eldon Campbell backs down, turns, scoops on Terry. No. Slapped out by Mark West to Lindsey, who has to save it despite the contact. No whistle. Here's Terry Mills spinning, and he is fouled.
Terry, almost not knowing the man was coming up from behind that time, was fortunate enough to get fouled. Otherwise, could have been a turnover.
14 fouls each way. Just under 3 to play in the first. Lindsey splits them. Doesn't get it down. Keeps it alive. Fires and fills it. Pistons back within 2 with 2:50 to play in the first. Jones against Joe. Eldon Campbell off the rack to Terry Mills. Lindsey Hunter lost control and turned it over.
That's what hurts him, George. Coming down, not under control. That time, if he had stopped at the foul line and made the pass, instead he tried to make one too many moves and just practically ran over Eddie Jones. Lindsey's got to do a better job of seeing the floor and staying under control.
On the weave, Eddie Jones. Campbell moved on the screen. Campbell's first.
You'll get a look at it here as Campbell knocks Dumars off the play. And that's just a little bit too much hip action.
And that spin cost him. Terry Mills up and in again.
Well, until somebody comes out to play him, George, he's going to have a pretty hot night.
He is 5 for 8 for 12. Van Exel high in the game with 13. Vlade Divac hooks and hits off the window. Lakers up a deuce. Run and gun at the Palace tonight. Very exciting first quarter.
Up and down, a little bit of a track meet. They expect that with young teams.
Joe D got his balance, squared up and drilled it. We're tied at 25 on Joe's first hoop of the season. Divac with the set, nothing but air.
And that one's a little too far out of his range, George.
Out of bounds, and it belongs to the Pistons as Mark Macon checks in. Watch Mark Macon this regular season as he replaces Lindsey Hunter. He's the new X factor around here. He will make things happen on the floor.
And matched up, George, against the guy you said could be the best 7th-round pick ever in Sedale 3.
Threed off the bench for the Lakers. Oliver Miller checks in for the Pistons too.
And I remember,
as Mark West sits down.
I remember when he came into the league with the Sixers. Saw him in Summer League at Princeton University. Everybody wanted to know who this guy was and where'd he come from.
West Virginia Tech.
That's where it was.
Great name. Very good player. Terry Mills for 3 again. Won't go through. Miller with the rebound. Oliver trying to get rid of it.
Shoot it, big boy.
Is bumped and fouled.
It's amazing, George. The length of his arms is incredible because he doesn't even get up for this rebound. He basically gets it just by having longer arms. Missed shot. Everybody out jumps him. But that 4 or 5 extra inches on that wingspan comes in handy for the big fella. He can move.
Average 9 and almost 10 boards and better than a block and a half a game.
Well, I think the two things, the rebounds and the blocks, are what you like as coaches. I think they know he can be a factor scoring, but they want to see him rebound and block shots. That's what he's here for.
He gets 1 for 2 and unties it. Pistons 26, LA 25. Threed against Macon. Tony Smith has come off the bench for the Lakers, joining Threed in the backcourt. Sabalos, Divac, and Eldon Campbell up front. Vlade, nice little half hook scoop, and he scores it.
He's quick in there, George. Very good around the basket. Has all the moves and uses his size and his quickness and agility to get to the hole.
Jody to the foul line. And a whistle. He'll go against LA's Tony Smith. 2 on Tony Smith.
They really have not done a good job guarding against the 2-man game. Any type of play involving a screener has been tough to guard for the Lakers tonight, and that time a hold on Terry Mills. Look for the Pistons to continue going out with the 2-man game until they guard it.
First one falls for Terry. He has 13. And we're still in the first.
Well, he's done most of his work from the outside. No one's come out to play him. And Terry Mills is a very, very good shooter from out there, particularly when he gets his rhythm.
Great size, trimmed down. Incredibly good post moves. And that's from outside makes him very dangerous.
Well, especially when he knows how to mix it up, when to go inside and when to come outside.
He's high in the game now with 14. Pistons by 1. LA on the run. Addison blocks Campbell's jam but fouls him.
Well, that's a good play by Raphael Addison. Pistons showed pressure. Lakers beat it up the floor with a couple of long passes and got it to Campbell. And instead of giving up the easy dunk, Raphael took one for the team that time. You'll get a look at it here. Pistons in a press situation. Nice job by the Lakers breaking it. The pass up to Campbell. And Raphael takes one against the arm there. Good job of denying him and making him earn it at the line.
Don Chaney's team fell back early, but he called a very good timeout, calmed them down. And we got a tie game here late in the first. And we're still all even.
And they're a horrendous free throw shooting team, George. Only 67% on the preseason, and that's not going to cut it in this league.
Final 10 of the first on the perimeter. Sabalos gets Joe.
I can't believe it. He felt that Joe Dumars was going to get called for that foul, particularly when we use that word hand checking a zillion times during the preseason. And folks, that's what he got him for that time.
The hand check puts Joe at the stripe.
Joe Dumars at line to shoot one plus the penalty.
Joe at 83% during the preseason at the line. That's about where he is. Anywhere from 82, 85, 86.
Solid at the stripe, and he sticks two. Pistons by 2. Time for LA to score. 5 seconds, and Macon with the shove on Freet.
Yeah, it's tough when you got to guard a guy like Freet coming at you. He's coming full speed, and you're backing up. And in years past, you could put your arm on him, but now you can't with these new rules, and Mark Macon got caught with the hand in the cookie jar. You see him coming at him. Doesn't do a whole lot, but just that little move right there, just to feel him, is now a foul. And in those situations, George, it's tough to play defense when the guy's coming at you full blow.
It'll be hard to guard people in this league without being able to put a hand on him somehow.
Especially if you got some size and speed.
Sedale Freet makes 2. It's 30-30. Under 5 left in the first. Oliver Miller blocked by Campbell. Divac at the horn. It's wide, and we're all even after 1. 30-30. The Pistons and the Lakers in a very exciting first quarter of the first game of the regular season at the Palace on the Pistons Television Network.
Frank Kelly. After 33 years in office, he thinks the voters of Michigan are stupid. Stupid for voting term limits. So stupid, Kelly says we need a civics lesson. Kelly's even given money to the special interests who want to stop term limits. The arrogance of Frank Kelly. After 33 years, it's time he got a civics lesson.
I'm John Smetanka. As your Attorney General, I'll never forget who I represent. And I'll stand up and fight for you and for term limits.
Republican John Smetanka, the smart choice for Attorney General.
At the time, Muggsy, a man of small stature, was to battle the giant named Goliath. Armed only with an incredible thirst to prove himself, Muggsy, fleet of foot, did circle and confuse Goliath, and thus slew the mighty giant. All the people celebrated. Sprite flowed freely, thus it was written. Height is nothing, thirst is everything. Obey your thirst.
Remember the time when companies believed in what they sold? When customers came first? At Bell Tire's American Car Care Centers, we remember. So Bell Tire will beat any deal on our full line of name brand tires, like Kelly Tires, or it's free. And now's the time to register to win your chance to meet the Detroit Pistons, only at Bell Tire's American Car Care Centers.
Stay tuned after the news tonight for Coach Hayden Fox is the funniest football coach you'll ever see. It's no wonder they have the record to do. If you look at his assistant coaches, by the way, Coach tonight at 11 on TV 50. And join us at the Palace this Tuesday at 7:30 when the Pistons host the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reserve your seats now. There are salespeople on duty to take your ticket orders for that one. 810-377-0100 is the number. Donyell Marshall, the rookie from Connecticut, coming in on Tuesday.
A lot of people picked him as Rookie of the Year in a couple of publications, so he's had a very good preseason as well.
From the floor, the Lakers much better than the Pistons in the first. Pistons had their way on the boards. Terry Mills' three-point guns didn't hurt either. Campbell wide to Terry Mills. 30-30 as we start the second. Johnny Dawkins and Mark Macon with Terry Mills, Oliver Miller, and Raphael Addison on the floor. Terry Mills stayed hot all through the first, gets a chance to start the second. Try the stroke. This one won't go. Addison follows no. Macon hustles it down, rejected by Campbell to Eddie Jones.
Good hustle on both ends that time.
Campbell finds Lynch, who's back in the game, and George Lynch sticks it.
George Lynch from Alabama.
Lynch and Campbell. And Eddie Jones up front now for the Lakers.
And this is a very small lineup they got in the game right now, George. You're talking to Campbell as their center, and George Lynch, who's probably, I don't know what he's listed as, 6'7", no, 6'8", and he's not 6'8", more like about 6'5" or 6'6". He's your power forward outside right now.
Macon on the drive against Jones. Temple on Temple. And an illegal defense called against the Lakers. LA was Sedale Threed and Tony Smith in the backcourt. Lakers have already blocked 6 shots. They average 13 steals a game in the preseason, so they're handsy on defense.
Well, they got a lot of athletes too, George. A couple of good jumpers. Campbell can block a lot of shots.
Oliver Miller finding Macon on the break. Nice. The LA miss. Here's Addison inside. Hits the reverse.
Heads up play, Mark Macon. Good look. Raphael Addison running the floor.
Oliver Miller, then Addison, and now the Pistons lead by a deuce, 34-32. And a turnover on LA. Pass a little high for Tony Smith.
Well, with the small lineup in, Del Harris has got him running a passing game, trying to move some people around, get these bigger Piston players outside on the floor.
Johnny Dawkins gives to Miller. Quick touch feed, baseline to Terry Mills, and the Pistons turn it over. Let's take a look back at a Piston fast break.
Well, good outlet pass there by Oliver Miller. Mark Macon waits. Little no look. Raphael gets his man up in the air and gets himself a bunny.
For court. Look at a Johnny Dawkins foul. Reached in on Sedale Threed, who sits down now in favor of Nick Van Exel. Divac is back in the game, too, for LA. Eldon Campbell gets a rest. Pistons up a deuce. Just under 10 till halftime. Lynch gets it back. And takes a walk. Traveling on the Lakers. Allen Houston now off the Piston bench for Macon. There's a fight for playing time on this squad. It's deep.
No question about it. Mark Macon made something happen while he was in the ball game. Coaches love that.
Dawkins with a bounce for the cutter, Oliver Miller, and a whistle and a foul. Eddie Jones with the foul. His second. Ceballos checks back in. Tony Smith sits down.
Trying to figure out how he plays with that sweatband up around his bicep.
Oliver Miller inside again. This time he rings the bell and draws the foul.
Oh, good job of ball movement by the Pistons. Once again, Oliver Miller, the cutter, screen and roll again, George. They have not played it well. They try to help, but the big man just uses his body. Another look at it. You'll see him. The help comes over, but it's too late. And with that strength and size, it's a mismatch.
Eric Lechner now off the Piston bench.
And he's used everybody over there, George, except for Bill Curley. And we might not see him since he's coming off an injury and just really rounding into shape and getting his feet wet with practice, I guess, this past week.
Left knee contusion, missed the last 6 preseason games. Oliver Miller misses from the line. He slides over to power forward. Lechner at center. Addison at small forward. Houston and Dawkins in the backcourt, and a Dick Bavetta whistle. And a Piston foul. Allen Houston has picked up his first. 9:18 to play in the half. 36-32 Pistons.
And now the Lakers go big with Sam Bowie in the lineup. Moves Divac over to power forward. Good matchup for the Pistons. Lechner against Bowie. Sam's a great passer.
Divac calls for it. Gives to Bowie and gets it back. On the cut, Bowie to the rim. But a foul. Vlade's not a bad passer either. Stay tuned at halftime for Fast Break, brought to you by Dunham's Discount Sports. And we'll talk about the season with Joe D. This is season number 10 now for the Piston captain, and he is excited. That's Fast Break coming up at halftime on the Piston Network.
That last time down, George, they double-teamed Divac in the middle with Lechner, and I don't think they wanted to do that. I can't be positive, but that left Sam Bowie, who was Lechner's man, cutting to the hole, and help was late coming over.
Addison's foul. Bowie makes twice. Pistons by a deuce now. 36-34. Raphael Addison up fake on Sabalos, and he hits the half hook. Pretty move in the paint.
Yeah, good patience that time. He was the man they ran the play for and took it one-on-one.
Van Exel with a flying scoop. Divac pulls it down, hooks it back. No, but you heard the whistle. It's a Piston foul. It's on Lechner.
Yeah. That last play by Raphael Addison, one-on-one move, gets himself in the paint, little head and shoulder fake, and a half hook. Nothing but net.
Pistons by 4. The rookie Eddie Jones with a rainbow no. Addison to Dawkins. The pull-up gun for Johnny Dawkins rolls off to Bowie. Van Exel works the top. Sabalos wide of the lane. And it's a two-point game as Cedric knocks it down. He has 4 to go with 6 boards. Houston lost it in the lane, but there's a whistle and a foul. It's on Van Exel. That is his first. When the Sixers are here November the 15th, the first 15,000 Piston fans get a schedule magnet. Compliments of Witten Boutros. Raphael Addison gets a look and drains it.
Nobody's playing you, George. Shoot it. Raphael turned around, was surprised that no one was there, and got himself a little foul line jumper.
Pistons lead them 40-36. Opening night. A Palace sellout. The double clutch for Eddie Jones. And an offensive foul. Put it up by his ear, but then used the off arm.
That was a great
rub
defense
off the defender.
By Allen Houston. You'll see Eddie Jones comes in and watch that off arm. He uses it to move away Allen Houston's arm, and that's a no-no in this league. It's an automatic offensive foul.
Threet back in the game. Eddie Jones sits down with 3 fouls. Addison against Sabalos. Houston with Threet falling down sets up Addison from the corner. In and out to Vlade Divac. Van Exel fakes the shot. Nice pass. Finds its way to Sabalos somehow, and he gets it down.
Boy, all that traffic, a couple of hands on it, and Sabalos gets himself an easy one. Thank you.
6:58 left in the first as the ball goes out of bounds. And that'll mean a timeout. 40-38, Pistons by a deuce. This is the Pistons Television Network.
Who's the #1 name in sporting goods? Dunham's. With the selection, the brand names, and everyday low discount prices. And Dunham's guarantees them for 60 days.
Dunham's has the hottest styles of K-Swiss footwear. For everyday comfort and durability, check out the classic shoe. For K-Swiss quality and value, we carry the Zurich. The men's Ascosa and women's Arosa tennis shoes are also part of our K-Swiss lineup. K-Swiss, crafted with passion.
Dunham's. Our big names bring you in. Our low prices bring you back.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is an organization that also has an HMO division. Blue Care Network has great name recognition and great strength because of the backing of Blue Cross. I don't feel that compromise is part of our vocabulary. We try to provide the best quality care for each and every patient. Should I say that Blue Cross Blue Shield provides the most comprehensive coverage?
Only if you think so.
It does.
Not so long ago, Honda Accord and Toyota Camry were considered standards in the industry. Yet in the last 2 years, Dodge Intrepid has received more awards from the major automotive press than either of them. At a time when other companies were trying to catch up, we said, hey, why not pass? Now get up to $1147 in total savings and package values during the Dodge Intrepid equipment sale.
Detroit newspapers family night at the Palace for Vipers hockey against the Kansas City Blades on the 24th of November. And the Cincinnati Cyclones. That's the 13th for the Blades and 24th for the Cyclones. All the goodies as usual. Tickets, popcorn, hot dogs, soft drinks, the Viper hats, $88 worth for just $39. You can call now, by the way, during our telecast tonight and order tickets. And order Viper season tickets if you like also. Take the family out to see some affordable action-packed hockey at the Palace. Call 810-377-0100 to order tickets. All knocked out by the Lakers, but the Pistons turn it back to L.A. Adi Divac checked by Oliver Miller on the run-up. Van Exel for three. It's through. Nick Van Exel with his third triple tonight. Van Exel with 16 points.
And he's got some range, George. He can go out to the man's line as well.
And as the Pistons set up, Bowie is shoved out by Oliver Miller. Everybody cleared out of the way. There was no way to miss that foul.
Well, Sam Bowie doesn't carry a lot of weight. And when you're Oliver Miller, it's hard to hide.
Lakers get it back. They're up one.
Got away with a walk there.
Johnny Dawkins picks up the loose ball. Good hustle. Nice. Addison. Houston for two.
Gotta love the unselfishness, George. Good ball movement. Way to spot the open man.
Pistons by one. Sedale 3 against Houston. Bowie against Lechner. And a whistle. I believe it's the dreaded hand check. 2 on Lechner. Stay tuned at halftime for our First of America halftime report with Piston head coach Don Chaney and our very own number 7, Kelly Tripucka.
You get a load of that, get a look at that last break, excuse me. The pass to Raphael Addison. Good job of spreading the floor on the break. Allen Houston benefits, gets himself a nice, easy one.
Addison and Lechner sitting down along with Houston. Joe D, Grant Hill, and Terry Mills check in. There's Sam Bowie's numbers last year. Nearly 2 assists per game. Hits both free throws. All 4 of his points so far tonight from the stripe. Lakers lead it 43-42. About 5.5 left in the half. Lindsey Hunter back in charge now for Dawkins at point guard. Grant Hill works against Ceballos. Terry Mills up fake over Divac. Nothing but net. Tough shot.
You said it, George. He shot that one on the way down. Divac played great defense. Nothing you can do about it. Give the offense credit.
Ceballos short with the J. The outlet swipe by 3. Sedale will set it up. Ceballos throws it up and in.
Tell you what, you better make that shot. There's no one underneath. It was just him and 3 Pistons. Give him credit. Ceballos knocked it down.
Scorers know exactly what to do with it. He's 4 out of 6. Grant Hill rips the net with the flying J. Back the other way, Van Exel again with a triple.
That's unconscious from out there, George. It's about 2 steps beyond the line, and he knew what he was going to do when he came down off the dribble.
He has 4. Lakers by 2. Joe Dumars fouled by Sedale 3.
Sedale 3, that's his first team score.
Lakers with 4 team fouls. The Pistons are in the penalty. 4 and 24 left in the half. Lindsey Hunter with a jump stop gun. He got it.
Lindsey Hunter.
We're tied at 48. Double team on Van Exel. Divac runs it to the hole, loses control. Lindsey finds Grant Hill up and in. Grant Hill on the break. Strikes again. Grant Hill, the rookie, in double digits with 10.
Boy, what a weapon, George, coming down on the break with him holding the ball. Scary. He's able to pass it, and he's also able to take off.
Down the lane comes Van Exel. The Pistons getting all over him. And Lindsey Hunter has picked up his 2nd foul. Let's look back a second ago.
Well, you'll see the break. He's got an option there, but he does the smart thing. Sedale doesn't challenge him. He just takes it right over the top of him. And he realized when he saw who was back there that he'd go right over the top and glide in.
Van Exel with that free throw has 20 points.
Raphael Addison checks back in. Detroit Hunter. He replaces.
Pistons get bigger now. Addison replaces Lindsey Hunter. We've got Mills, West, Addison, Grant Hill, and Joe on the floor. Nick Van Exel
That means
nails another.
It's going to be Joe Dumars probably on Van Exel to see if they can slow him down, George. He's got about 4 3-pointers and hasn't missed much tonight.
We are 50-50 with 3.5 left in the half. Joe with a long 2-point gun won't go. 3 to head to Van Exel. The pull-up triple try. This one is short. Harry Mills for the Pistons to Addison. Mark West against Bowie. Off the iron to Divac. As Van Exel comes to work, the double dribble is called. We'll pick our player of the game for the Pistons tonight for Dunham's. Our big names bring you in and our low prices bring you back. And the defensive player of the game, too, for Health Alliance plan. Now with more doctors and hospitals than ever before. Healthcare coverage that's generations ahead. Joe throws the defender. Took the baseline. He has 6. Pistons by a deuce.
That's such a great weapon to have a 2-guard that's able to make post moves like Joe Dumars can. He just fooled Van Exel right out of his shorts that time.
Divac gets it back after screening. Now Threet gives it up and gets it. 7 on the clock. Bowie posting with 5 on the shot clock. Draws the double team. The bounce to the cutting Divac and a foul. Only 2 seconds were up on the shot clock when Kenny Mauer's whistle blew. It's a Terry Mills foul and a timeout. 2:18 till halftime. 52-50. The Pistons lead LA. This is the Pistons Television Network.
Familiar as blue jeans, Hollywood chase scenes, as timeless as pop flies, and you know who's blue eyes. It's always been true. This
Just for you, a taste you'll find in no other beer at any price. Beechwood Aged Budweiser.
It's always been true.
In this throwaway, disposable world, it's nice to find things that last. Relationships, neighborhoods, and the businesses in them. Like your neighborhood 76 station. For years, folks have relied on 76 for quality gasolines to help keep their engines clean and running smooth. Nothing lasts forever, but we think a long, long time would be nice. 76. Go with the Spirit.
John Engler is moving Michigan forward by cutting taxes and reforming welfare. Liberal Howard Wolpe wants to turn back the clock and undo all that John Engler has done. Wolpe supports more welfare spending, more bureaucracy, even paying teachers to strike. Howard Wolpe. In Congress, he bounced checks and voted to raise his own pay. Don't let liberal Howard Wolpe turn back the clock. Keep Michigan moving. John Engler for governor.
The earliest Sunday night sports show on television's on TV 50, Sports Extra with Ray Lane. All the Piston highlights, Lions Packer highlights too, and special guest Wayne Fonts. The original Sports Extra. Sunday at 10:30 only on TV 50. And take the chill off the winter with one of the new styles of sweatshirts arriving daily at Great Stuff. All Pistons, Vipers, and many others 20% off this week. Also check out our new holiday locations at Eastland and Meadowbrook Malls. That's Great Stuff. Speaking of great stuff, how about Van Exel? He has 21. The other starters with only one more.
He's carried them.
Nick Van Exel. Lottie Devants pulls the Lakers within one. Lottie with a very solid season. Look at the assist numbers, almost 4, nearly 11 boards and 14 points. Splits at the stripe though, and the Pistons have the lead and the ball. 2:10 to play in the half.
Lakers trying to get into a half-court trap.
Addison took it to the rim. Mark West pulls it off. Got the hook blocked. Here comes LA after another block. On the run, it's Ceballos. Bowie tapped it in.
Oh, that's a beautiful tip. Sam Bowie trailing the play. Timed it just right, George, and just tapped it back in the hole.
Lakers by 1. Addison missed the triple. Mark West gets it back for him. No-look feed to Terry Mills. New clock for the Pistons, and Joe D will set it up. Bounce to Mills against Vlade. Over Devants. Yes! 2 more for Terry Mills. He has 18.
The outside shot we know has been going. That time working down in the blocks. One-on-one, a little fadeaway from 8.
Devants very quick, but Mark West played great defense, got a piece of it. Out of bounds to LA. 7 on the shot clock. 1:01 to play in the half. And Del Harris wants a 20-second timeout here.
And here's a look. That's why Mark West was brought here. Nice timing that time. Right back at his face.
Time in for Montgomery Ward's We Won't Be Beat guaranteed feature. And tonight's feature is the 57-58 Pistons. When George Yardley had the highest season average in Piston history, 27.8 per game for George Yardley. Tonight's feature brought to you by Montgomery Ward. We won't be beat, guaranteed.
Those are some numbers from back then, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't around, so I'd...
Here's some younger numbers for you, Kelly.
Now we know both of these teams.
Very young.
Yeah, are very young. Pistons not quite as young with Joe Dumars and Mark West.
Joe's in his 10th. West is in his 12th. Ceballos to trigger. Van Exel to 3. Sadeo wide to West. Quick passing is Terry Mills to Joe.
Joe slowing him down.
Terry wants it inside against Vlade. Boy, he's got a stroke tonight.
Nice.
Joe with all kinds of time. Off the iron. Bowie boards for Devants.
Here they come right at you.
Sadale Threet with a pull-up, and he fills it up.
There's no question, George, that this team wants to run. And if they do a good job rebounding, they're a threat because they come at you 3 or 4 guys.
LA by 1. Grant Hill driving. Lottie with a piece of it. And Ceballos has it.
How many's that now, George? They blocked a ton.
That's a second.
They're closing in on double figures. The foul on Mark West.
We'll get a look at the block one-on-one. The help by Divac, and Vlade gets a piece of it, enough to shorten the shot. And that's 10 block shots, right, George, on the night?
We got him officially for 8. I think there were more.
Yeah, this is not a very tall team, but a lot of athletes and a lot of guys that play good help defense, and that's how you get some block shots.
Detroit takes a 20-second.
And the Pistons will now take a 20. Divac has 4 blocks, by the way, himself, as Don Chaney plots strategy with 19.6 seconds to play in the half, and the Lakers now up 57-54. The very first Grade 8 College Basketball Festival, presented by Active Blue and Target in association with Builders Square, comes to the Palace November 29th and 30th. To catch some future NBA players in action, call during our game tonight at 810-377-0100. Ceballos with the 2 free throws is in double figures in scoring with 10, matching Grant Hill's numbers here in the first half.
Well, they called that timeout, George, to get something settled. You got 19.6, obviously going to hold it for 1 shot. But I think Don Chaney and the staff wants to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Let's get a good shot. Let's run what we want. Try to get a mismatch somewhere. Probably going to see some pressure from the Lakers.
Final seconds, first half. LA by 3. Terry Mills could tie it with that one. Off the mark to Sedale Threet. Time running out. Divac counts if it goes, and it doesn't. 0.4 up on the clock as it sails out of bounds.
Well, the Lakers got what they wanted, forced the Pistons into a quick shot.
Mark West. It was too late anyway. At the half, the Lakers, in a run-and-gun affair, lead the Pistons on opening night. It's the Lakers 57, the Pistons 54. This is the Pistons Television Network. By 3 at the half, 57-54. And Kelly Tripucka, we expected a run and gun, and we got it.
Well, I don't think the coaches are too happy with the number of points on the board. Got to do a better job of slowing down these Lakers. Yet the Pistons have also done very well with their 2-man game and able to get to the hole.
Very, very interesting opening night. In a moment, we'll talk about the season that's opening up with Piston captain Joe Dumars on Fast Break for Dunhams on the Pistons Television Network. And the Pistons 54 at halftime. And now it's time for Fast Break, brought to you by Dunham's Discount Sports, with 37 Michigan locations, including new stores in Taylor, Madison Heights, Lapeer, and Portage. And tonight on Fast Break, we're going to start the season with a conversation with the captain, Joe Dumars. We'll see it after this for Dunham.
Who's the #1 name in sporting goods? Dunham's. With the selection, the brand names at everyday low discount prices, and Dunham's guarantees them for 60 days.
For the best in ball sports, you've got to check out Rawlings. The Rawlings name is legendary in the sports world, and Dunham's has hot Rawlings ball gloves in a wide range of models. Choose a classic Rawlings glove that's right for your game. Also check out Rawlings sport balls. Rawlings, the mark of a pro.
Dunham's. Our big names bring you in. Our low prices bring you back.
Joe, as you start season number 10, I can't help but think back to your rookie season. It always seemed to me like you were more mature than the average rookie, and you had a better feel than most rookies I had seen. But I don't know what Joe Dumars felt way back then.
I've always felt like I've been a little bit ahead of
where I was supposed to be in terms of thinking the game and knowing what I was supposed to do. And I came into that situation as a rookie. I think I was probably in a little bit of awe, being the first real NBA training camp. But after about 2 or 3 days, tough practices, 2 days, it was very physical. I remember it being very cold in Windsor. I remember just being happy to be there, but I remember being very sore. I remember just banging a lot in practice. It was great times back then. It was a young team on the way up. I have great memories back in that first year.
Well, this team is at least somewhat similar. You had perhaps a few more established players on that team, but right now, this is a team that has Joe Dumars as its leader. This is your team, perhaps for the very first time. Not that you didn't make all kinds of significant contributions to the championships. 89 MVP of the finals, as a matter of fact, and all those all-defense awards and so on and so forth, and the All-Star games and the Dream Team. But never before has this really been your team. How does that feel?
It's a different feeling now to be the only really true veteran here who's had any significant time here. But it's a good feeling. I like it. I enjoy it. I wake up every day and I look forward to coming out here to practice. I look forward to showing up to the games with these guys. If you're going to be the captain of a team, if you're going to be the leader of a team, this is a pretty good team to be a leader of, be a captain of. You got everything around you that you need. You got great practice facility. You have an owner who's committed to winning and doing whatever it takes. You have an organization that knows how to promote its players and its product. And then you got 11 great guys to work with. And so for me, it makes it very easy and very enjoyable to be the captain and leader of this team.
An awful lot of new blood here this year with 7 new players. Everybody wants to know how good you think this team can be, and how good does Joe Dumars think Grant Hill can be?
Speaking of Grant first, he's a rookie, and he's another rookie that you can look at, and you know right away that he's ahead of his time. He's ahead of the average thinking of a rookie. He's very advanced. He's very composed. He's very poised for a rookie, and his athletic ability is extremely talented. You see a lot of extremely talented young athletes right now, but they don't have the court sense to go with it like he does. And he has that combination of incredible athletic ability, but great court sense. He's a very smart player, and that's a deadly combination. I think he's going to be a superstar in this league, and I don't think that's going to be down the line. I think that he's going to make an immediate impact. I think he's an impact player. When you hear that word, those words, impact player, you're talking about Grant Hill. This guy's going to come in and make a difference immediately. As far as the team goes, we have a pretty smart group of guys. Guys who know how to pass the ball, know when to pass the ball, very unselfish guys. And teams like that usually don't take a whole lot of time to come together. What we need, I think, more than anything else, is games under our belt. We just don't have any really tough, hard games under our belt as a team where we've had to dig and scratch and fight to come up with a win. And there's nothing that can replace that. And you have to go through that period. You have to go through that adjustment to become true contenders. We haven't gone through that yet, and that's yet to be seen.
Joe Dumars over at the Pistons' brand new practice facility this week. Excited about the season, but he knows the Pistons, the young team, needs more games under its belt. That is Fast Break, brought to you by Dunham's. Our big names bring you in, our guaranteed low prices bring you back, and we'll be right back on the Pistons Television Network.
We gave Dodge Ram the most powerful overall line of truck engines on the planet. A driver's side airbag, the option of 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, a cab designed to set the standard for comfort and room. Then, after we made Ram that good, we made it this bad. Introducing the new Ram Sport. At America's truck stop, the new Dodge.
Someday in the future, every car will be maintained by Precision Tune. Every brake job, oil change, and scheduled maintenance service will be performed by our skilled technicians at prices that are the envy of dealerships. All backed by our 12-month, 12,000-mile guarantee, leaving tow trucks free to spend their time on more artistic pursuits. Precision Tune, a lot more than tune-ups.
Get an oil change, filter, and lube service at Precision Tune for only $8.90 through November 29th.
We don't have time to give you the recipe for Buddy's famous spaghetti sauce. We do have time, however, to give you the recipe used by most other restaurants. Buddy's, we'll keep making it fresh. You keep making us #1.
Don't look. Coleman truck is at the neighbors again, isn't it? Oh, look, a new dinette.
This incredible dinette only costs them $514. 6 months, same as cash. No interest, no credit checks, plus rebates.
Howard.
Coleman, it costs less than you think.
Coleman.
The Republicans just met in Washington to sign a contract for America's future, but it's really an echo of a failed past. Huge tax cuts for the wealthy, billions in defense increases, and gigantic new job-killing deficits. And buried in the fine print is the rest of the deal. Deep cuts in Medicare, education, and veterans benefits. The Republicans, they fooled us once and will be paying the bills for generations. Why would we go back to that?
Time for our First of America halftime report with Kelly Tripucka and Don Chaney.
Thanks, George. Don, two things. Lakers are able to run on you. Got to the foul line a lot because of their pressure off the break. And two, you're able to hurt them with your two-man game.
Yes, but we also, Kelly, we like to compare the two-man game, combine the two-man game with our running game. We're just not running enough. They're running us, and we're not getting the easy baskets down the court like they are in terms of layups and transition baskets. So we got to do a better job of running.
Well, that's good. Good luck the second half. George, back to you.
Thank you, gentlemen. At the half, the Lakers by 3 on the Pistons television network.
Some things are small, like my allowance is small, and Timmy's brain is small, and my dad's pants have always been small. That's not all. New ballpark fun franks are small, and that's big. Not big like Michael Jordan, or even my pet fish. Just big, period, but only 4 inches big. So isn't that small? Small like the time it's in the microwave, where they plump when you cook them. Now, how can something be plump and be small? I guess my baby sister is. Ballpark fun franks. A lot of fun and a little bun.
Punk rock, classic rock, hard rock, classic rock, soft rock, classic rock, moon rock. There's all kinds of rock, but in Detroit, only one station plays 30 years of classic rock. 94.7 WCSX, the classic rock station.
My breath. Smell my breath.
Your breath? I don't think so.
New mouthwash. Got it at Harbor. About half the price of the national brands.
Yeah, but does it work as good?
Like a charm.
Arbor brand products. All the quality of the national brands at a fraction of the cost.
Hello, Freddie. See what I mean?
Pistons basketball is brought to you in part by First of America, proud sponsor of the Detroit Pistons Stay in School program. Ballpark Franks, the hot dogs so full of flavor they plump when you cook them. And by Montgomery Ward, we won't be beat, guaranteed.
Terry Mills led the Pistons in the first half with 18 points. Two of them on a very tough shot there over Vlade Divac. Grant Hill had 10 in his very first regular season NBA game. Strong to the rim and the flush. Nick Van Exel high in the game so far with 21 points. He has 4 3-pointers, including that one. Laker ball to start the second half. Ceballos over Grant Hill. Grant forced a bad miss, but Ceballos hustled down the rebound. And the Lakers lead 59-54. Cedric with a dozen and 8 boards.
You heard Don Chaney at halftime like to see the Pistons run a little bit more. He knows they hurt him with the 2-man game, but he'd like to see him hurt him more off the break.
Lindsey Hunter all the way to the rim. Lindsey with a finish there.
He also finished Vlade Divac into the first row down there. Stop for some popcorn and a Budweiser.
Maybe he thought it was family night here with all those free hot dogs and the popcorn.
Right. That's a good sign, though, for the Pistons. Lindsey has had trouble finishing, George, as you know, when he gets to the hole.
There's Ceballos drawing the foul. Grant Hill's third. That's a tough call on the Pistons right there.
That's not good news either.
Halftime stats from AT&T. Lakers just out shooting the Pistons, but they've made a living at the line.
And that's the difference right now, George. 19-6. 13-point differential.
Pistons passing the ball better. 8 more assists. Top scorers in the game, as we said, Van Exel with 21, Ceballos with 10 at the intermission. Just got 1 for 2 there. 60-56 LA.
I know they'd like to see Joe Dumars get a little more involved. Only 2 for 7 the first half.
Manhandled by Divac and the rookie Eddie Jones, and we're going to get a jump ball. Ten and a half to play here in the third. Lakers 60, Pistons 56. Eddie Jones is 6'6". We're going to have to re-jump.
That was such a good toss, no one could get to it.
Terry Durham, and behind him there is Dick Schaap, who's in to do a piece on Grant Hill.
I tried to get you a nice tie like he has on, George, from ABC. Couldn't pull it off right away.
You will. Grant Hill behind the screen and rims away.
But I'm thinking
to
about
Eddie Jones. Jones, the 10th pick in the draft. Very excited about him in LA. If you just joined us, got in foul trouble in the first half. Ceballos to the rim. And Lindsey Hunter's foul this time is his third. And Cedric steps to the stripe.
Sometimes these new rules, George, can make you a little tentative on defense. You get a little worried that every little ticky-tack thing is going to be called. You become a little lackadaisical, a little hesitant, and that enables the offense to take over and get better shots and get inside.
Special Piston hello to Michael Kernicki and his wife Terry, who's doing fine, recovering from some recent surgery. And we said in the first half, as you saw Piston publicist Matt Dobik, that his young nephew Michael is also recovering from some surgery. And an offensive foul takes it away from the Pistons. Terry Mills, Grant Hill, and Lindsey Hunter now all have 3. Lynch.
Walk, yes.
And he took a step.
He got a running start. Looked like Tiny Archibald, how he used to catch the ball out of bounds, and before he even put it down, he'd get a running start.
After a while, you start to get away with that.
It just becomes a habit, and you get away with it, like you said.
Grant Hill switched the dribble, switched it back for the scoop. Vlade Divac the other way. Lindsey Hunter trying to break up the break and couldn't. Eddie Jones lays it in. There's an athletic move by the rookie. How do you like that? And the Pistons call a 20-second timeout as the Lakers run out to a 64-56 lead.
This is really an excuse me pass. 2 tips. And look where it goes. In stride. Right to Eddie Jones. Thank you.
And the in stride was the perfect part of that. Didn't bat an eye.
They've had 2 of those tonight, by the way. They had 1 of those the first half.
Here's a guy who could put a move or 2 on you. Vinnie Johnson joining us again on our radio broadcast on the Pistons radio network. Decked out quite nicely on opening night.
Vinny ready for prime time.
Oh yeah, always has been. Never misses with the threads. The Lakers get the turnover run out, 3-on-1 to Eddie Jones, 10-point lead, 66-56.
And right now you can sense the Lakers just quicker to the ball. George, they're a little hyped up, a little excited, and the Pistons are down a little bit, almost waiting for something to happen. Who's going to take over?
Joe D may have to, does there and drills it.
Well, if you want someone to take over, you go to your leader. And he, by far, is their leader.
Good call, Kelly. 66-58. Lakers by 8 again. Sabalos with a bounce to Divac. Lost it. Lindsay with a steal. 3-on-2. Joe D decides no on the 3. Throws it up from inside. It rolls away to Van Exel.
That's too bad. I think he'd like to have that one back maybe and take it all the way. Nonetheless, a good shot.
Divac is doubled. Hooks a pass. The rookie Jones to the rim. Scoops again and scores.
A little dipsy-do. Young Eddie Jones that time.
We played 4 in the 3rd. Lakers by 10. Joe against him baseline. Lakers have outscored the Pistons 11-4 in the quarter. Divac bumps Joe out of the perimeter. Dick Bavetta makes the call. First on Vlade, who has 9 points, 10 boards, and 4 blocks.
Once again, George, back to the 2-man game off of the corner play. Lakers not able to handle it.
Dick Bavetta, I think, wants to reset the clock.
I thought he was just making like Babe Ruth and pointing where he was going to go.
Grant Hill, and the Pistons have a fresh 24 to trigger. Lynch slaps it out. Lakers have been very quick tonight. Not just on the court, but with the hands. Lindsay against Van Exel. Joe against Jones. Lost him with the up fake. Couldn't convert, but he'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, if we can get a shot of that at the beginning of the play, Joe almost gets his shirt taken off, then finally makes the move, gets 3 guys up in the air, and doesn't get it to go. He came around the screen right before that and nearly lost his shirt. You saw his whole chest. Didn't call it. Now they call hand checking, but they don't call stealing your shirt.
And there is Grant Hill's mom.
Beautiful lady.
And an attorney.
Smart, too. Here to watch all the excitement.
Well, the Hills have done a great job with this young man, that's for sure.
They'll be back plenty more times.
Joe makes 2 and has 10. Lakers by 8. Driving is Sabalos. Stripped by Grant Hill.
Great defense.
Lindsay with a pull-up gun. Short. Eddie Jones with a rebound. There he comes through. Sabalos again. And it'll come the Pistons' way. A loose ball foul called on George Lynch, and he has 5.
Well, what's impressive about the Lakers, George, is that off that miss, when the Pistons don't get their shot, they come right back at you and try to turn a steal or a missed shot right into a quick 2. But you see that last play. Nice job of ball movement. Grant Hill comes from behind, never sees him. Few players are able to do what he does.
Terry Mills, who was hot in the first half, gets a big basket there. Hard to the hoop, Terry Mills with 20, and the Pistons slice it to 6. Just under 7 to play in the third. Lynch two-time. Great block by Grant Hill. 6 on the clock. Sabalos buries it.
Tell you what, he's impressed me. He's made a couple of outside shots. And I don't think he's known as a great outside shooter, George, but he stuck 2 or 3 tonight from about 18 feet. Give him credit.
It's better, and he has 17. Here's Joe with the rainbow. No, Mills reaches over and may get the loose ball foul. He does from Kenny Mauer. Timeout, 6:21 to play in the third. Terry Mills 4th. Lakers by 8, 70-62 on the Pistons television network.
If it were up to other banks in town, this thriving bakery wouldn't be here.
We have a lot of orders today, sweetheart.
Because the Spencers couldn't get a loan without a business plan. At Michigan National Bank, we used our experience to help write one, to make their dream a reality. Any bank can say no. One looks for ways to say yes. Michigan National Bank. People are the heart of it.
Dakota Sport V6 has more. More horsepower, more shoulder room, more hip room, and more cargo room than a comparable Ford Ranger or Chevy S10. But you don't have to put everything you've got into it. Dakota Sport V6. A little bigger, a lot better. At America's Truck Stop, the new Dodge.
After the game, TV 50's 10 o'clock news. David Scott and Amir Jacobson with all the news. Bob Trimble with the sports, including tonight's highlights and a look at the Lion-Packer game Sunday. Gary Basner with the forecast. It's not good. It's the original 10 o'clock news on TV 50. Watch it for the same good reasons. The time, the team, and the content. Let's check that Chrysler NBA scoreboard as we look around the league. In Boston, the Knicks up 11. In Philly, Milwaukee trails by 3, all in the third here. Orlando up on the Bullets, 77-73. In the third now, the Pacers over Atlanta at the Omni by 11. Charlotte up on the Bulls in Chicago by 1. And the defending champs lead Jersey 46-35. That's second quarter. Just underway, Utah and Miami. And San Antonio just started now against Golden State at home, because the laser show before the game at the Alamo Dome set off the sprinklers. They were delayed for maybe an hour.
And they put fires out with tequila down there, not water, George, so.
Be careful. Van Exel still steaming, and look back at the Piston bench after he drained it from the corner. Piston guards are 8 for 23. For 20. The Laker guards have scored 35.
And Van Exel is a streaky player, George. He can be so hot for short periods of time, but he's been consistent tonight.
Eddie Jones has picked up a critical foul here. The rookie has 4. They got Bowie in the game for George Lynch, who was seated with 5. Terry Mills sat down with his 4th. Oliver Miller has replaced him. Grant Hill with a hand to Hunter. To the rim. Rebound Sabalos. 3-on-2. Now it's 3-3. Van Exel with the rim. Oh, he could have been hurt. And they'll call it on Van Exel. And now his pride's hurt, too.
He hit a brick wall that time, and that was a close call. He makes a wonderful move here. Nice fake. Mark West takes it. And Mark West is there. He's out above that 3-foot area where they say you got to take the charge from in front of the rim. The only thing he didn't do, George, was fall down, which might have hurt his chances, but nonetheless a great play.
And the Lakers are going to be ruled illegal defensively. 5:27 to play third quarter. LA 72, the Pistons 62. Lakers led by 3 at the half.
And if you'll notice, as we look at Dick Schaap there, that tie he has on, George, that's got your name written all over. And down here, if we had a telestrator, down by where you don't see the tie anymore, it says ABC across it. I think that could be you. I'll distract him after the game and take it away from his neck.
Not bad looking, I'll say that. I don't know if it's Claymore Polo.
You get all that
caliber,
money. You get all that money from the sports reporters there on ESPN on Sundays.
Joe made the technical foul free throw to make it a 9-point game. Grant Hill standing on the 3-point line, short to Vlade Divac. Way ahead to Ceballos. And the Lakers lead by 11.
That's just a simple run out. Grant took the shot, was a little short, but Ceballos was already at half court and couldn't recover.
Grant Hill inside and drew contact. He will get to the line. Sedale Threet with his second. Grant Hill, maybe a little nervous tonight, but he's still been productive. Twelve points, 5 boards for Grant Hill.
Little half-court trap,
Piston.
trying to trap in the corners.
Pistons down 9 now. Bowie with the open shot. It rolls off to Joe. Lakers hustle back. Joe D on the drive. Miller with a follow.
Gotta love him using his body in there, George. Just waded his way underneath that goal. No one could get to him and just laid it up off the opposite side of the glass.
Van Exel from downtown off the mark, but barely. Grant Hill in transition. Joe gets inside Van Exel. Nice bounce. Mark West missed the hook. Gets his own rebound. Back up again. Blocked on the way down by Bowie. Goaltending counted for Mark West.
Love the hustle, Mark West. Didn't get the first one. Stayed after it. We'll get a look at it. Good pass by Dumars. Misses the left-hander. Goes after it. Tips it to himself. And you love the effort of taking it right back at him. Goaltending.
Pistons closed to within 5. Bowie hits the jump hook. Sam Bowie with 8, 76-69 LA.
Well, Sam's got some offensive talent, George. He's had a lot of injuries in his career, but an excellent passer and has some great inside moves.
Very skilled. Ceballos overplaying on Grant Hill, banged him and fouled him.
He's more of a high post type player too. Run a lot of screens off him off the high post, let him pick the defense apart, and plus he can hit that little shot as well.
Lakers are in the penalty. Grant Hill makes. This program brought to you by U.S. Signal, the only long-distance carrier providing you with the magic number, the personal telephone number that follows you anywhere you choose. Grant Hill strikes twice. Pistons back within 5. Grant has 14. 3.5 to play in the third at the Palace opening night. Van Exel sees some room. Hands off. Ceballos can't convert. On the stick back, he is fouled.
The Pistons in a trap that time. They swing the ball around. Van Exel, good penetration, draws the defense. And Ceballos misses the first one. A nice block by Miller that time, but unfortunately he got called for a foul.
Well, they called Mark West for the foul.
They did. Okay, my fault.
And
Oliver
that
Miller
is his third. Yeah.
Oliver Miller's the one that had the expression that I didn't do it and I didn't do anything, and he was right.
You're right. All right, 1 for 2 that trip at the stripe. Grant Hill the other way for West. Blocked by Vlade. Stick back slam by Oliver Miller. 77-73, 4-point game.
Oliver wanted a little piece of Vlade after that and said, take that, big boy.
Now Vlade's going inside and hits the hook off the high glass.
And see, I don't like all the talking and the taunting or whatever. I like guys to do what Vlade did. Come back down and say, hey, I can score on you. You don't need the pointing and the hollering and all of those stuff that goes on in sports these days.
Just do it.
I just don't think there's a place for it. Show me on the court.
Grant Hill drives Sabalos. Oh, what a play and a foul. Did he sky to draw that one? Timeout, 2:38 to play in the third. Divac with his second foul. The Pistons are down 4. This is the Pistons Television Network.
Who's the #1 name in sporting goods? Dunham's. With the selection, the brand names, and everyday low discount prices, and Dunham's guarantees 60 days.
The fit, the comfort, the classic style. You know it's got to be Lee Jeans. Choose from relaxed fit, regular fit, loose fit, all in 100% cotton. Lee Jeans, cool fit, hot style. Lee, the brand that fits.
Dunham's. Our big names bring you in. Our low prices bring you back.
Average commercial break lasts up to 4 minutes. Just what you'd like to know? I echo the milk. Help yourself. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack. It's cold milk. Help yourself.
The crust of planet Mercury is 700 miles thick and is tasteless. The crust of Buddy's 1.5 inches thick and is irresistible. Buddy, making it fresh, you're making us number one. Plus,
A Piston season ticket good one for 11 price 10 for $140. Salespeople are still on the 177 or pick up Piston 4-pack. A unique ticket package in time for holidays. For a limited time, purchase games and plan 4 games free. Salespeople are on duty tonight. That number again, 81377 0100. Grant Hill. Defense foul. Makes it a Grant 17.
But he's got Sam Bowie.
With Jerry. Make it 81-76.
That's what you get caught napping. Sam Bowie ran across the front of George. No one saw him.
Grant Hill handles shot clock 10. Against Vlade. Post 3. Turn to the right. Slap on the mountain. Shot clock 6. Clock for Oliver Miller. 3 on the clock. 2. Off the iron. Barlos for the Lakers. Who lead 8-1.
beside himself, George. You can't play, and there's no way that you have two-time row. Miscommunication.
They're going to call timeout. Mark picked up his fourth timeout. A minute and 56 in the third. 76 Lakers at Palace, the Pistons television network.
Blue king, Hollywood chasing, timeless as pop. You know who I
Just for you, a table find no beer at any price. Which would be Budweiser.
You saw the doctor today? And this guy.
One. Grab for class. I like her.
Was she the one who did the delivery?
Are you going to be there?
Of course. But I could.
Well, then we'll ask her to be there too.
Good. Oh, I'm so glad you found a doctor like. It's got to be a choice.
Hey, that's right.
Health Alliance plan. 1,000 doctors to choose from.
We get to do that.
You know, I was expecting big savings when I switched from AT&T.
Not to worry today. Even better plan for your business with even bigger savings.
This time I should check that out. Number here.
Not sure about those big things? The facts? 1-800-REPAIR. AT&T will guarantee you focused prices.
Let me get you another call.
Right after call 1-800-COMPARE.
1-800-COMPARE. The number of long distance companies don't want to call.
How strange.
AT&T for the life of the business.
That's one of the cameras for high definition TV. The Meritech shown to private audiences in Detroit and LA. The folks at the United Artists, I told them this is the television of the future. I got a chance to take a look at some of it today, and it's incredible, Kelly. A little bit of 3D. You get some unbelievable depth perception.
Okay, good for sport.
I think so.
Where do we get?
And this is one of the very first live sporting events that they've ever done in high definition TV. They've had a lot to keep up with the Palace. We've had a good one. Devon's now 9. Mark West's fourth foul makes twice. And the Lakers lead 83-76, just under 2 to play in the third. And Hill finds Joe D for 3. Short.
And there they go.
3-on-1 break. Van Exel up and in lefty. 25 for Nick Van Exel. Lakers lead by 9. (85-76). Piston shot clock has wound down to 10. In and out for Joe. Grant Hill with the rebound. Joe again. Oliver Miller looking for Grant Hill, blocked by Devon. Grant Hill hits the deck, but a whistle. Loose ball foul. It'll go against the Pistons.
And give the Lakers credit. Boy, are they playing some defense out there. Really going after it and really excited.
There's a Piston owner, William Davidson, along with the mayor of the Motor City, Dennis Archer. Seated courtside here at the Palace tonight. Of course, the Pistons very much in the forefront of a great project in Detroit that the mayor's very happy with. Who picks up the parks in the Motor City. Great thing for neighborhood pride, obviously.
Right now, the Pistons got to be real careful this ball game doesn't get away from them there. Lakers are excited. They're getting out on the break, running it and shoving it right down their throats.
Hunter from the corner after the 2 makes for Cedric Ceballos. Pistons cut it to 9, 87-78. Final minute of the third. Sedale 3. Gets it back from Devon. Got Miller on him. Allen Houston trying to check Vlade. 3 penetrates, finds Van Exel for the 3-point gun. He got it. Another triple for Van Exel. Now he has 5 on the night and 28 points.
Now, we knew that line would come into play, George, during the course of the season. They sure make it look easy. Now it's another step in.
Grant Hill has it slapped away, but the Lakers are ruled illegal defensively.
Los Angeles. Technical foul.
With Allen Houston on for Joe, Grant Hill will shoot the tech.
When we talk about the shooting of the three, Van Exel just makes it look like a layup out there. And he's got range, but that shorter line sure helps a guy like Nick Van Exel.
Man. It would help a guy like you.
I mean, I don't like it, but
before you hurt your back today, I thought you were on the way back. Grant Hill misses the topside gun. One-hand rebound for Van Exel.
And they're going to try for one.
Grant, who missed the technical foul free throw, a solid free throw shooter. Better than that, really. Shot 86% in preseason. Lakers by a dozen. Final 10 of the third. Van Exel has been their star tonight. Penetrates, dishes to Divac. Miller boards. Lindsey Hunter dribbles away the time, and at the end of three, it's the Lakers 90 and the Pistons 78. Opening night at the Palace. Stay with us. The fourth quarter coming right up here on the Pistons Television Network.
Bob Carr says he's trying to curb his jet-set lifestyle, but newspapers report he's not doing a very good job. Carr has taken 65 free trips paid for by lobbyists, vacations to Las Vegas and Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, Carr has missed over 400 votes, almost a year's worth of work. But he still gets a pension worth $380,000. Bob Carr, free vacations, a nice pension, and 400 missed votes. He's everything that's wrong with Congress.
Hello?
Mrs. Martin, it's Dr. Murphy.
Hi, Doctor.
How's the big guy doing?
So much better, thanks.
Can I talk to him?
Sure, let me get him for you. Hello?
Hey, Matt, it's Dr. Murphy.
Hi.
Everything's okay. You can go back to school.
Yeah?
And you can play in the big game tomorrow.
Mom, I can play. All right.
At Health Alliance Plan, we know the best health care has a human touch.
Punk rock, classic rock, hard rock, classic rock, soft rock, classic rock, moon rock. There's all kinds of rock, but in Detroit, only one station plays 30 years of classic rock. 94.7 WCSX, the classic rock station.
Some exciting shows come to the Palace this month. Tomorrow, Little Texas for some country. And then next Wednesday, James Taylor, Sweet Baby James, and the Great Moscow Circus with 7 shows, November 16th through the 20th. For tickets, call during our telecast at 810-377-0100 or visit the Palace box office or any Ticketmaster location. Numbers through 3, Lakers up near 50%. The Pistons fall back to 41. And the Lakers still make the living at the line. Oliver Miller flat with the J from the top. Bowie boards. Sabalos on the run. I'm very impressed with the way the Lakers are playing for Del Harris.
Playing hard and playing quick. And getting it down the court in a hurry.
Cedric Sabalos misses. Running it down is Grant Hill. Pistons with numbers. Oliver Miller makes. 10-point game. To start the comeback 2 at a time. Pistons were down a dozen as we started the fourth. Now it's 90-80. Bowie against West. Playing with 4 fouls. Bowie Out of range and airmails it to Addison. Allen Houston with a J. Bowie boards. Three Ceballos, Bowie, Van Exel, and Divac on the floor for the Lakers. Van Exel's triple pops out this time.
Should get at least a point for that. Only halfway down.
Well, he's had a great game. 28 through 3 for Nick Van Exel. His career high's 31. Houston no looks. Addison off the iron. Grant Hill hustles it down.
Gotta love that.
Fans appreciate it. Houston for three. In and out. Ceballos has it for LA. Just over 10 minutes left. Three to the rim. Stripped by Grant Hill. But they rule it's off the Pistons.
Los Angeles takes a timeout.
And the Lakers will take a timeout. 10 and 10 left. It's 90-80 Lakers. This is the Pistons Television Network.
For the first time ever, the car that changed everything is having a sale on many of its most popular options. And that can save you a lot of change during the Dodge Intrepid Equipment Sale.
The price, that's the main thing, the price.
Today's economy, everybody's trying to save a penny. Go to Rally's. You get your money's worth.
The three of us here, we ordered 3 huge meals and we paid under $7. The 3 big meals.
The taste is great and the price is great. It's nice.
Oh, it's good value. I wouldn't come here if it wasn't valuable.
When you put money back in your wallet after feeding your family, you know you did something good.
I've stopped at the right place, brother, and I'm coming back.
Got this whole room full of furniture for less than $1,000.
Tables and lamps, too.
Pullman has the best furniture packages. Up to 6 months, same as cash, rebates, and no credit checks.
Shh, don't let the neighbors hear you.
Coleman, it costs less than you think.
Tuesday's Keebler Oak Ridge Markets night with the Pistons. Stop by any Oak Ridge Market location for a coupon good for a free ticket for the purchase of another, accompanied by 2 Keebler proof of purchases. Come see the Pistons against the Timberwolves, courtesy of Keebler and Oak Ridge Markets. See store for details. And a Piston foul called as the Lakers are about to inbound as we look at Van Exel's quarters. A strong start, but not a bad second or third.
And they'll shoot these,
dead ball foul,
yep.
yep. Called on Allen Houston. Well, he's trying to slow down Van Exel. Hooked him to try to keep him from reaching out to catch the ball. Van Exel will at least have 1 here in the fourth. Now he has 30, nearly a career high. Of course, he hasn't had the pleasure of shooting in his career from this three-point line either.
Got to be really patient now on offense and try to get something inside, not settle for the jump shot.
Houston for 3, and it's through.
Unless, of course, you're going to make them all, but they hadn't had much luck opening this quarter, and you're not going to live by that shot for the rest of the game.
9-point Laker lead. A little over 9.5 left. Divac stripped by Miller. Out of bounds. It belongs to the Pistons. Good job by Oliver. Don Chaney knows it's going to take some D to come back in this game. And really, he's been happy with the Pistons defense for the most part in preseason. And it's felt like it's been coming along very, very nicely in practice.
But you don't really find out until you get into the show, so to speak, when the real stuff starts.
Grant Hill in the post, but they'll call that an offensive foul. Dick Bavetta takes it away. 4 on Grant Hill. Terry Mills has 4, so does Mark West.
Well, posting up against the smaller Van Exel lowers that shoulder, a little acting job as well, but clearly when that shoulder goes down and you make contact, it's an offensive foul.
Tony Smith in the backcourt now. Eddie Jones checks in up front with Divac and Bowie. Van Exel stays on the floor, and the Lakers lose the basketball.
Well, it's twice that Oliver Miller's reached in on Divac and got the ball off of his body out of bounds. Good hands by the big fella.
Pistons could use a conversion here, trailing by 9 with 9 to go. Allen Houston for 3. Short. Good hustle rebound for Raphael Addison. Grant Hill off the glass and good. Grant Hill hits. He has 19.
And that's what you'd like to see him do. Get some conversions going at the basket.
7-point game.
And they need to play defense, George, like you said. They've got to make something happen defensively, which will lead to something good on offense.
Eddie bumps into Addison. Divac over Miller. Rebound West. Grant Hill will handle. Works against Tony Smith. Pistons down 7. Grant Hill to the rim. Missed it lefty, but Oliver Miller slams the stick back down. 22nd timeout taken by the Lakers. They take a 20 with 7:55 to go. LA 92, but the Pistons have closed to within 5. It's 92-87.
And give Grant Hill some credit as we get a look at it, George. Turns the corner, making something happen. He's making the defense react. A couple of guys go after it, and there's Oliver Miller with the putback flush. See, he's making 3 guys guard him that time, and that's leaving the offensive rebounds open for people like Oliver Miller.
People from all over the state down to see Grant Hill's debut tonight, including Rocky McKay and Bruce Bittinger from Traverse City to cheer the Pistons on. Also hello to Ernie and Sherry Ney from Dr. Bill Floyd. Pistons have scored 7 straight in the last 2.
Could use a couple of stops here.
Miller's been tough against Divac, trying to slap it away. Lottie gives it up. Tony Smith with Hill jumping at him, missed it. Good job by Grant. Rebound West.
And good box out by all the big men.
Mark West with 13 boards. Grant Hill comes to get it.
Got a mismatch
Divac on him. Lottie Divac slapped it away. What a play.
Quick hands.
Van Exel with a circus shot. He's hit his career high now, 32 for Van Exel. Nothing he did tonight as spectacular as that.
Boy, oh boy, that's a wow move.
10 for 14 for Van Exel. Grant Hill tries to come back on the other end. He draws the bump and the foul.
George,
off the deck to shoot a pair.
Excuse me, he hung in the air that time. Great defense, and just seemed like time stopped for a second. And here you'll get a look at it. This is good defense. He's got nowhere to go. Hangs, double clutches, high, the kiss off the glass. Nick Van Exel. And Grant Hill trying to make something happen. A little spin move. Once again, getting to the hole and getting fouled.
And he got the first free throw down as Eldon Campbell checks in for the Lakers. Second one a little long. 94-88. LA leads. 6:45 to play. Van Exel inside to Bowie. Hooking and hitting is Bowie.
Nice job with the left hand by Big Sam.
The lob to Miller. Wants it against Campbell. Flushed out of the paint, though. Addison turning double clutching. Went into a double team. And a foul. Looks like it's on Raphael.
On Detroit's Raphael Addison. That's his third. The team's second.
3 on Addison. Joe Dumars back in the game. Van Exel gives it up to Campbell. 6:09 to play. Van Exel over Joe for 3 again. It's through again. 6. Nick Van Exel triples. He has 35 points.
Well, a lot of confidence, George, and he's just staring at people along the sideline in the front row here. No one in particular. But I talked about him before the game. He's a streaky player, and he's got it going tonight.
All night. 3-on-1 break. Eddie Jones. Bothered by Terry Mills, who takes it off for Joe.
That's a big miss.
The Lakers were about to open it wide open. Addison comes through, missed the reverse. Pistons got to come away with it and do. Now Eddie Jones comes up with it outside, foul by Joe.
Just quicker to the ball, George. It's been that way pretty much all night. The young, fresh legs and the quick hands of this young Laker team really going after it, and they're excited and hopped up, and so is Del Harris.
Pistons take time. 5:21 to go. 99-88 LA on the Pistons television network.
As cool as your rag top and favorite hot spots. It's something with hometowns and everyone's class clown. It's always been true. This Bud's for you.
Just for you. A taste you'll find in no other beer at any price. Beechwood Aged Budweiser.
It's always been true.
Recently, Jack walked away from the steady income and pension plan of corporate life to do something he really liked.
Carousel horses.
At Michigan National Bank, we showed him how to use his assets to maintain a steady income, pay a mortgage, and protect his retirement. Any bank can open accounts. We open possibilities. Michigan National Bank. People are the heart of it.
What this woman says on TV is not true. But this woman is sworn to the truth.
So help me God. I was a juror in this case. I saw the evidence. He was drinking. He killed Jody. We convicted him, and now he's suing Jody's parents from prison. Shame on anyone who says this didn't happen. And shame on the trial lawyers for paying for those misleading ads.
Stop those who cause accidents from suing. Yes on Proposal C.
Pistons basketball is brought to you in part by Taco Bell. Introducing the new half-pound Rancho Steak Burrito. Cross the border. Michigan National Bank. At Michigan National, people are the heart of it. Health Alliance Plan. Now with more doctors and hospitals than ever before. Healthcare coverage that's generations ahead. And by your bottler of Sprite. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst, Sprite.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by KFC. Come in today for the KFC Mega Meal. Good food, good value. That's the Colonel's way. George Blaha with Kelly Tripucka. Our stage manager, Mike Smith. Our statistician, Joey Abramson. And the big fella in the truck, producer-director Harry Hutt at the Palace with the Pistons and the Lakers. Pistons have some coming back to do, down 11. Allen Houston caught in the lane with a big guy, played keep away with a shove, and he's hit with a foul. 3 on Houston, 4 on the Pistons, 5:07 to go. 99-88 Lakers. Eddie Jones to Sedale Threet. Threet against Joe. Sabalos against Addison. Wheels, lefty on the hook. Pulled off though by Tony Smith, and a fresh 24 for Los Angeles.
Well, they crashed 4 guys that time in the boards, and it helped.
They may not be much in a defensive glass, but they're a solid offensive rebounding team. Jones short to Mills. 4.5 left. Lakers 99, Pistons 88. Backdoor cut by Joe. Finds Grant Hill. Took a hit. He'll get to the stripe. Eddie Jones with 5. Coming soon from Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Mega Shot. The shot where somebody could win up to $1 million. Brought to you by the KFC Mega Meal, where for just $14.99 you get 8 pieces of chicken or 1 whole Colonel's Rotisserie Gold chicken with all the trimmings. More meal for your money at KFC. Plus, with the KFC Mega Meal, you can get a Looney Tune mug for $1.99. This week, it's the Tasmanian Devil. Going to give them for kids?
George, I've seen these things. If your kids like cartoons, or if you like cartoons like I did, the Tasmanian Devil and Tweety Bird and the rest of them, chasing Wile E. Coyote, these things are great. These are a collector's item. You got to get some.
I do like the Coyote. 22 for Grant Hill, who I like a lot too, and it's 99-90. LA with 4 and 12 to go. Van Exel for Eddie Jones. Tony Smith, Sabalos, Campbell, and Threet on the floor. A small Laker lineup. Campbell got inside Terry Mills. Counted and a foul.
Now he caught Terry Mills, felt him going one way, leaning to his left, and just spun around him, George. That's a basic post-up move. You see Campbell, he feels Terry Mills and just twirls around him, leaves him in the dust. Nice move, Eldon Campbell.
Missed the free throw. Terry Mills boards. That was the 5th foul on Terry Mills. 10 boards and 20 points for Terry. Pistons couldn't hang on inside, but the Lakers knock it away. 16 on the shot clock. Just under 4 minutes to go in the game. 101-90 Lakers.
That last move, George, by Campbell. Coaches teach that way back in camp. When you're 8 years old, that little drop step into the lane. And he did it to perfection.
Lindsey Hunter for Houston for the Pistons. Need a hoop here. Down 11, Grant Hill trying to make it happen against Smith. Through the defense, tried to dish it, drew the foul. Tony Smith with 4. The next telecast tomorrow night, the Pistons and the Atlanta Hawks. Watch all the fast-breaking NBA action tomorrow at 7:30 on TV 50. Terry Mills missed the three-point gun. Sabalos helps on the run out. Campbell missed the stuff. Foul Terry Mills. That'll be number 6.
George, they've been doing it all night. They're able to leak people out, and they do a good job of looking up the court instead of with their head down and dribbling. As Campbell comes down the court on your right side, no one sees him. Terry Mills a little late getting back. Lakers do a nice job of finding him, and they've been consistent. They beat the Pistons with that all night long.
20 points for Terry. That was number 6.
It does help that Nick Van Exel has been hot as a pistol tonight, particularly from three-point range. But this whole team has really done a nice job of running the break and just running it down their throats as much as possible.
I'm very impressed with the Lakers out of the gate. They're fine-tuned.
They're playing with what they have. You know, they don't have a lot of height, but they got some quick young guys, and they're utilizing that talent. Del Harris done a nice job, at least tonight.
Grant Hill knocked down in backcourt by Tony Smith. They'll call that foul. 5 on Tony Smith. Lakers by 13. Still 3.5 to go. And with that moved in three-point line and what these players can do, even though a few people are heading for the exits, they're very premature.
Well, you can catch up in a hurry with that short three-point line. Plus, if you foul a guy out there, it's now 3 shots. So you got to be careful not to get too tight.
No look feed. Oliver Miller to Joe. Thought Joe nearly not looking. Sabalos with the foul, though, his 4th. That'll get Joe to the line. So Michigan State assistant basketball coach Tom Izzo here tonight, who will be an assistant for 1 more year under the great Judd Heathcote, and then take over down to see Anthony Miller. Just the 3rd Spartan ever to play for the Lakers. Jay Vincent and then the Magic Man, of course, the other 2. Joe gets 1 for 2. LA by 12. Van Exel, the star of the game. Dishes to 3. Tony Smith inside, and another whistle. Addison with a foul.
The Lakers still able to run some sort of a break, George. A secondary one at that, but one that was effective getting to the hole.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of the NBA. Tony Smith makes twice. 105-91. Lakers with 3 to go. Lindsey Hunter off the heel. Grant Hill hands to Miller. Miller loses. That's Sedale Threet for the Lakers. Threet comes to get it.
You hear Del Harris yelling, keep moving, keep moving.
And they have all night long. Tony Smith sticks it baseline. Time running out on the shot clock. 107-91 now Lakers. Joe with a topside pop. Short.
And he's just had an off night tonight, George. Hasn't been the Joe Dumars that we know, but hey, that happens. It's just 1 of 82 games.
Well, there's help for him on this team, but
no question about it.
You're still going to be in trouble when a great player like Joe is having trouble knocking down shots. Pistons get it back. The Lakers travel. 1:55 to go. Lakers 107, Pistons 91. Lindsey Hunter gets it blocked, but a foul. Campbell with his 2nd. Let's look at tonight's Piston bell ringers now for Bell Tire and Kelly Springfield. Piston sharpshooters with 3 triples in the game tonight. Bell Tire and Kelly Springfield donate $150 to the Pistons Palace Foundation. Lakers have 6 triples, by the way, all from Van Exel in 9 tries. Van Exel will leave with a career-high 35 points, 6 3-pointers.
And give the young man credit. He came in and played to his strengths. Got on the break, got inside, and when he wasn't scoring on fast break layups, he was shooting a 3.
Great game tonight for Nick Van Exel. 107-93 as the free throws fall, but
he's just a great player.
Pistons are in deep water now with 1.5 minutes to go. Eldon Campbell hits. Flip to Grant Hill. Batted away by Tony Smith. Well, how do you get Nick Van Exel 37th in the draft?
I'll tell you how. He was late for a couple of previews with the teams, late for planes, missed planes, got a bad rap for not showing up on time, and teams will shy away. But on the other hand, if you're willing to take a chance, and the Lakers had nothing to lose, come second round, 37th player, hey, why not? We're rebuilding. We'll take a chance on an athletic, young street player.
Mark Macon's in for the Pistons, and now Anthony Miller, number 2 there, between Grant Hill and Lindsey Hunter from Michigan State, checks in for the Lakers. Pig Miller, the former Mr. Basketball of Michigan from Benton Harbor.
Should I ask why? Or how?
One of those names.
Okay.
Grant Hill with a topside pop. This one drops. It's a triple for Grant Hill, but too late for the Pistons. Not too late to give Grant 25 on his opening night. And a lot of hustle points, too.
And another bell ringer.
Thank you. 111-96 Lakers. Final minute on opening night. And Pig Miller knocks down the J.
Why isn't he playing more?
That's what he wants to know, right?
Exactly.
Anthony Miller, also a second-round pick. He was taken 39th. Third in the Big Ten in rebounding last year.
Well, time to regroup. Tomorrow night's another game. It's what's great about the NBA, George. You can't worry about this one. It's the first game of the season. The only thing it reconfirms is you're not going undefeated. But you got another game tomorrow night.
Lindsey Hunter with a long 2-point gun makes it 113-98. So Dale 3 against Lindsey Hunter. They have Antonio Harvey in the game, gets it in the lane, turnaround gun for Antonio Harvey, and he scores.
That brought rain.
And the Pistons lose it. Pistons on the tube tomorrow from the Omni. And Tuesday at home against Donyell Marshall and the Timberwolves. Thursday, Indiana comes in. I believe that's going up on the tube, too. Final seconds. Lakers up 17. They'll dribble out the clock and walk away 1-0 and spoil the Piston opener. Nick Van Exel, the 37th pick in last year's draft, scores 35 points. Grant Hill, pick number 3 in this year's draft, not too shabby in his first ever game. 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 Grant Hill assists. This is the Pistons Television Network.
This is a TV 50 News Update with Amir Jacobson.
Good evening, everyone. Authorities in Union, South Carolina arraigned the mother of those 2 murdered toddlers today. Susan Smith went to the courthouse. She was arraigned on murder charges. She is in jail without bond tonight.
Police in Oakland County say they've captured a cold-blooded killer. I'm Lauren Hudson. I'll have the story tonight.
And a Carrollton woman is home tonight with a new life after making history as Metro Detroit's very first lung transplant patient. Those stories and more coming up.
It had to be you.
Maybe it's the way it drives like a car, or that it exceeds 1998 car safety standards, or the fact that it gives you more choices than any other minivan. Dodge Caravan, the best-selling minivan of all time. No wonder so many people buy it, and so many companies try to copy it.
It had to be you, a wonderful you. It had to be you.
Over the years, some pretty hungry folks have stopped by my place.
The Mega Meal from KFC is back.
That's like Mega Meal.
Your choice of chicken, a ton of side dishes, even a whole pie, all just $14.99. And this week, get a Tasma.
Oh, handsome little devil.
Just $1.99 with every Mega Meal. Collect all 4. The Mega Meal from KFC. Enough food to feed your whole family. Or one Tasmanian devil.
Think electrical department means nothing but light bulbs and extension cords? Get hip to the Square.
Builder Square is plugged into all your electrical needs, from switches and sockets to breakers, boxes, and wiring. Plus, there's a brilliant array of lighting for both indoor and out, and a selection of fans that's fantastic. All at great square deal prices unbeaten by any other electrical outlet. Builder Square.
get you squared away.
Someday in the future, every car will be maintained by Precision Tune. Every brake job, oil change, and scheduled maintenance service will be performed by our skilled technicians at prices that are the envy of dealerships. All backed by our 12-month, 12,000-mile guarantee, leaving tow trucks free to spend their time on more artistic pursuits. Precision Tune, a lot more than tune-ups.
Get an oil change, filter, and lube service at Precision Tune for only $8.90 through November 29th.
115-98. The Lakers beat the Pistons on opening night here at the Palace. L.A. with just too much run for the Pistons. Timeout for tonight's unsung hero. It is Terry Mills. 20 points and 10 boards. Very quick start for Terry Mills tonight. Tonight's Health Alliance Plan Defensive Player of the game is Mark West. Congratulations to Mark. He's a Defensive Player of the game, brought to you by Health Alliance Plan. Now with more doctors and hospitals than ever before. Healthcare coverage that's generations ahead. And our Dunham's Player of the game, Grant Hill with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's the player of the game for Dunham's. He gets a gift certificate from Dunham Sports with 37 convenient Michigan locations, including new stores in Taylor, Madison Heights, Lapeer, and Portage. Kelly Tripucka, a chance for the Pistons to forget about this one and get right back after it tomorrow night.
Well, that's the one good thing about the NBA is you can forget about it because you got a game the next night. There were some good signs tonight, some good individual play, but it ended up being too much Nick Van Exel. Plus the Lakers turned up the defense second half, held the Pistons to 44 points.
Van Exel with 35 Laker points. For Kelly Tripucka, and of course for the big fella in the truck, our producer-director Harry Hutt and our stage manager Mike Smith, I'm George Blaha. So long, everybody.
Pistons basketball was brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for a crisp, clean, classic taste. Dodge. The more things change, the more things look like the new Dodge. Your local 76 dealers will invite you to go with the spirit of 76. Builders Square will get you squared away. Michigan National Bank. At Michigan National, people are the heart of it. The Detroit Free Press. Get complete game highlights in tomorrow's Detroit Free Press sports section. AT&T, the official telecommunications company of the NBA. Dunham's Discount Sports with 37 convenient Michigan locations, including new stores in Taylor, Madison Heights, Lapeer, and Portage. Buddies, we'll keep making it fresh. You keep making us #1. And by Kelly Tires, a good deal on a great tire.
Well, still ahead tonight on TV 50's 10 o'clock news, Atlantis astronauts agonize over a faulty first day. We'll tell you about some shaky shuttle problems. 3 West Point cadets get their marching orders after some questionable behavior. Plus.
And live at the Palace, this is Scott Gregg. The outcome was a familiar one, even if some of the names weren't. I'll have that story when the 10 o'clock news continues.
Sports fanatics are rejoicing tonight with baseball called out for the fall, the hockey season on ice, the Pistons and Lions, only major tickets in town. But if you're expecting the Pistons of the past, you can forget about that, as TV 50's Scott Grigg joins us now live from the Palace, where the new Pistons have just completed the game that you just saw right here on TV 50. And Scott, it was a good game. Unfortunately, it didn't end how we wanted it to, though.
That's true. Like I said, a familiar outcome, unfortunately, and you might have said it best. In fact, Pistons president Tom Wilson actually said it best before the game began. He said, think of this as a new concept, actual games of professional sports here in the Motor City. That doesn't say much about the state of professional hockey and professional baseball right now. But this first game of the, quote, new Detroit Pistons was just about a sellout. Unfortunately, a lot of fans spent some of their time thumbing through their programs looking for names.
And his 4th season from Temple, Mark Menken.
Welcome to the new, supposedly improved, and largely unknown 1994 Detroit Pistons.
There's 7 new faces, a lot of guys to get to know.
The familiar names are gone. Isaiah's headed north. Lambier's traded in his shorts for a suit, and Rodman, well, he's still Rodman.
they were getting tired. It's time for fresh blood.
In fact, other than Joe Dumars, the faces are so fresh the team even ran this ad, poking fun at the team's anonymity.
What's your name? And I want you to throw the ball back to, are you new around here?
So we decided to spring a pop quiz on fans to see if the new Pistons could walk, say, unmolested through the mall. Turn around here. Which guy is that down there?
Look like Allen Houston. Is
Pardon?
it Macon? Mark Macon?
You sure about that, or you're asking me?
I'm sure.
Who's that?
Sorry.
Can you tell me the names of 4 of the newest Pistons other than Grant Hill?
No.
Curley, Bill Curley?
That's one.
That's one. Oh, I'm getting it.
Billy Curley, Bill Lakener, Oliver Miller. Did you say Oliver Miller?
Yeah. It's all right. It's only 3.
I'm thinking
$10. Hey, you're helping them. You can't do that. Hey, even if the fans are a little hazy, they do know what they want out of this group.
It'll be good to see them kind of develop into another championship team.
Well, I'll tell you what, even if most of the fans couldn't name all of the players, one of the names they can is Grant Hill, the sensational rookie player. In fact, he's the man the Pistons are hoping will lure more fans into these seats here at the Palace around me. And joining me with more on Grant Hill's sensational debut here at the Palace tonight is Bob Trimble. Bob?
Thank you, Scott. Grant Hill had a great debut. 25 points tonight, got a standing ovation. First one we've seen of those in a long, long time. But Grant Hill, the first-round draft pick out of Duke, is much, much more than a basketball player. He's a unique young man, as we found out. Grant Hill's star has been on the rise since his prep days outside our nation's capital in Virginia, then on to national prominence at Duke University, and finally here in Detroit as the rookie cornerstone of the new-look Pistons, set to help lift this franchise back to its lost but not forgotten championship form. One day shy of his 22nd birthday, though, he is not the first member of his family to excel athletically. No, that honor accorded to Dad Calvin, the former NFL running great, and for Grant, a foundation to use for his future.
I just feel I have a different angle on things, a different perspective on what I'm going through now, more so than other players out there. And a lot of that has to do with my dad, growing up seeing it, watching it, hearing it.
The younger Hill didn't gravitate to the gridiron. Instead, by the age of 13, he was hooping it up, set to challenge his father.
We played 2 games. The first game, he beat me 30-4. And, you know, I let him get 20 points and thought I could stage a rally. The second game, I tried to beat him, and he beat me 30-6. I mean, it was shocking. You know, I think that made me understand that it was time for me to put the gloves down and to let him play.
And play he has, a high school state and collegiate national champion. Grant is pure and simple a winner, surrounded by those whose drive has rubbed off. A lot of people would assume that sports was a big part of your life, might even have been forced upon you as a kid. Was that the case at all?
My mom especially wanted me to be, cultured. She wanted me to be exposed to everything. So I took music lessons and, poetry and all types of things. And they showed me a lot of different things in life, and it wasn't just sports.
Grant is now an adult and on his own in that sense. We're always there to be helpful to him and to be supportive of him, but we know our place as parents.
That place has obviously been effective as Grant has made an immediate impact away from the court in a variety of charitable projects that include basketball and academics for Detroit area youngsters. Earlier this week, he and some of his mates passing along the NBA gospel in Pontiac to stay in school.
When I got to the level of being a high school basketball player and did well and was highly recruited, I'd always go back to my elementary school, my junior high school, and work with the kids there, work with the teachers, and I always enjoyed that. And I think now that I'm a professional athlete, I'm in the position to do a lot of good things, and I look at it as a great opportunity. So, I wanted to do something good here, very good here in Detroit.
Of course, the primary reason Hill is in Detroit is to play, and he's well aware of past Pistons' glory, those 2 championship trophies providing much incentive for a young man who hasn't really ever had to deal with a losing program.
I really admire what Isaiah and that bunch have done, how they went out and won and, and dominated in the way they played. And won back-to-back. I mean, to me, that's the ultimate. Nothing beats winning.
With all the greed and self-centered nature that seems to clutter today's sports stars, Grant Hill is a refreshing blast of sincerity, maturity, and talent. Knows where he's been, where he's at, and most importantly, where he's going.
No matter what you do, no matter how successful you become in a sport or even just in life, you always want to keep a level head and stay the same. And if you do that, then you'll be even more successful.
Kid's got his head straight on, doesn't he? That's for sure. By the way, his mother, Janet, was here tonight for his professional debut. Dad, Calvin, a little superstitious. Didn't want to be here. He'll be in Atlanta tomorrow to see his son play. So reporting live from the Palace, I'm Bob Trimble. Amir, back to you.
Okay, Bob, thanks. I saw some shots of his mother in the crowd today.
She was here, yeah.
Looked pretty proud.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Bob. And once again, that is Bob Trimble joining us live from the Palace of Auburn Hills tonight. Be right back.
The Lakers spoiled the Pistons opening night here at the Palace, 115-98. There certainly were some Piston bright spots in this one. Grant Hill, the rookie sensation from Duke, had 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And even at that, he seemed just a little bit nervous. So you can imagine how much better he may be as time marches on. Terry Mills with a strong start for the Pistons, finished with 20 points and 10 rebounds, but Nick Van Exel was the story of the game. 6 triples and 9 tries, 11 for 15 overall, finished with a career-high 35 points. Van Exel was the real deal for the Lakers in their 17-point win, Kelly.
Well, Nick Van Exel's a street ball player, George. He's a streaky player as well. He was able to utilize that new three-point line. He made it look like a layup and really helped the Lakers. But I think not having Joe Dumars have a top-notch game, he struggled a little bit tonight, really hurt the Pistons. But on to tomorrow.
Next.